Gentlemen, ladies, children, children of blood, children of bone, terrific children, ex children, ex men, born in 1997, children, adults, people who live in houses. I'm just basically reading the entire title, right? Because we're doing House of
Everybody.
Dragon. Yeah, okay. Nothing gets past you. So I've got a simple question for you.
Yes, sir.
Which direction would you like to bus?
Hey, yo. Down.
Oh
What's going
man.
on, Pantheonis? Happy Thursday.
Hi people.
What's going on?
Lawrence
What's up?
Arnoli, Quasimodo's here. You know
Yes,
who else
sir.
is here? Someone who like showed up like right before the stream began. Sheila's fan. She goes, "Are you going to show Yahya Abdul Mateen love for his Emmy nominated performance in Wonder Man? I loved
What
the
do you
show.
think? What do you think?
Do
you
think his Emmy, which is the outstanding lead actor in a
in
comedy
a comedy
series? Are you sure it was a comedy series? Well, he's nominated. I'm going for Steve Carell.
Hey, of all the redeeming qualities of Wonder Man, of all the things that people said that they liked about Wonder Man, the fact that it was a bus gut comedy was the last thing on the list. Like that's gotta be a backhanded compliment if there ever was one. Comedy. Woo-wee! Oh my goodness. Yes, we will show them the appropriate love as we are doing right now. For sure. Shout out to Wonder Man for its nom for being a comedy when no such
comedy.
Oh my god.
Well, he got nominated, right? I mean, this is the thing though, when it comes to nominations, these are opinion-based awards, and you got to be careful with giving it credence. You got to, where you weigh all of that. But industry-wide, it is an Emmy, and that's a show that appeared on television. So to the industry, it matters. So we can recognize that, right?
Yeah. I've long since given up on seeking recognition or validation, not seeking it, or going with the flow of using that on telling me what's quality. Oscars, Grammys, Emmys, Tonys, I'm over the award show kind of charade, right? Like the only thing that needed to be lifted as a veil for me was the fact of the campaigning that goes on for it, like how in depth it is. So at that point, merit matters a little bit less, let's say that, than what you would think.
Widow sweep incoming. Wonder Man was amazing. He getting that Emmy. Glad for you, Johnny. All you Wonder Man. Hey, put a W in the chat for Wonder Man, everybody.
You don't have to do that.
Children of Blood and Bone, okay?
You literally
Children
don't
of Blood and Bone, biggest news story. I can't you know how badly sometimes it'll be a week and I'm like, let's talk about that movie that we know is going to be in IMAX theaters adapting a popular New York Times bestselling author. Timeout. I basically just did what you said not to do. It's a New York Times bestselling author. I'm sorry.
I mean, and I get it. Sometimes you look for those banners as like credibility, but like have those platforms, have those the actors guilds or the academy, have they not proven themselves to be not just morally bankrupt, but like very susceptible to wooings, to political campaigns, to direct bribes, as far as I hear it on some of these shows. So it's like, how much credence am I going to give to it if my favorite thing doesn't win? I guess is the point. If your favorite thing gets an award and you want to go up about it, I'm not poo-pooing it, but I'm also not using that as that was head and shoulders above the next thing.
Well, when I said she's a New York Times best-selling author, the emphasis was on the best-selling, like sales part. That's not really that the New York Times publication is a very high prestigious blah 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 blah. Not really that.
Yeah.
I'm safe. We'll do that today, but I want to say something about the comic book world. You familiar with the Ink Alliance?
The Ink Alliance.
Allow me to familiarize you with the alliance of Black-owned comic book shops around the United States of America. As I said that, I was looking to share the screen. I'm sharing it now. United we read, united we rise. 10 black-owned comic shops, one alliance, nationwide impact. So if you're in LA, the Comic Den, you guys can read everything, okay? I'm not going to read all of it. Now, what they've done, the first act of business that the Ink Alliance have done is that they are going to have a brand new 1,000 comic books cover exclusive. I'm doing a terrible job of explaining it. Okay, let me start over again. There are exclusive variant covers that shops have, but these shops individually too small to afford the individual exclusive variant cover. But when all 10 of them unite and they order together under the banner of Ink Alliance, they are now eligible for variant covers. So the new Titans, where Cyborg and Static are both on the same team, there's a exclusive variant cover by Sanford Green from Bitterroot fame. I think Chillmonger thinks it's a good looking cover. I'm gonna show you in a second. I'm just gotta look for it. I think it's a good looking cover, but I'm also interested in what the Ink Alliance can do outside of this. Are they just going to be the let's unite to do variant covers, or are they going to be the like substantial? Are they going to do something to help with sales of comic books? It's Unity, so I got to give it points. 10 shops, and that's not even 1% of the shops in the United States of America. It's 10 black shops working together because stronger together than, and no one's worried about, your sales are going to impede on my sales and none of that crab in the bucket. It's just unity, and I commend it, and I hope that they grow. They want to grow. They want to find more stores, but they stopped at 10.
Okay. I think it's dope too. I think the idea of them working together, trying to get that commonality together, like that centralized front. Oh, I'm always down for a good collaboration. Numbers, the strength of numbers, always.
Do they only sell black-owned comics? Nah. These are actually comic book shops that existed even last week. They existed. It's just that this week they decided we're all going to work together and order our books together, and now we're part of the Ink Alliance. Dun, 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 the Ink Alliance. That's what they're saying. I don't know. I'm not like, oh, this is amazing. Because all that it really is an exclusive cover that maybe people who want to buy it go to the stores, and then you'll be able to buy it. I think a day later online they'll start selling it. But like to get it, it's got to be walking into the stores and finding it. Only 1,000 issues. I like for all 1,000 issues to sell. Never know though. You never know. How embarrassing would it be if the issues don't sell out and we're just left with like hundreds of books that didn't sell and this didn't work. So there's always that. Hoping for the best. Okay, fine. Let's do a show on Wizard Magazine. I know nothing about Wizard Magazine. Arthur Rose says, these stores have websites? I'm too far. Yeah, they do. They all have websites. Go to the Ink Alliance's Instagram page. I was just on it. I can put the link in the... There it is, guys. The link is there in the chat of the page I was just on if you're interested. Netflix is scared of ancient, strong, black, epic, alpha men. Just ask Denzel, shaking my damn head.
They're talking about the canceled Antoine Fuqua Mansa Musa project. They were set to start shooting next summer.
Is it because Ryan Coogler and Mike B. Jordan are doing the Mansa Musa instead?
I don't know. That wouldn't stop me from allowing Antoine Fuqua and Denzel Washington from making one. But
by the way, Johnny, it's not just Netflix who's afraid. They all are.
They all are. Yeah. Terrified.
You can't go back in past before the enslavement. What? That is not the history that we want you to think about.
Yeah, no, that sucks. That was one of Denzel's last too. You got Steve McQueen one coming up.
Yeah, he's not going to be in Children of Blood and Bone. No,
man, what an unfortunate circumstance, man. Unfortunate as hell. I wonder if we'll ever get the full story of what happened.
We got some super chats that have come in. Let's pay respects to those who pay dollars. Marvel Rivals made Egypt-themed skins, but Storm, Black Panther, and Blade didn't get one. Isn't the god, quote unquote god, from the pantheon of the like the Egyptian pantheon, Bast? Isn't she part of that? Was it Orisha? Isn't it?
Part of the pantheon. Bast. It's Bast.
Yeah, Bast is supposed to be one of the Egyptian ones. It's in that lore. Yeah. I mean, I don't think they knew that. The guys developing Marvel Rivals, aren't they like Japanese or something? Like, who I don't expect them to know a lot of things. Black Panther and Blade didn't get one. Storm and T'Challa have not had a skin since January in 2026. Well, that's one more for the injustice.
For sure.
Yeah, I wish I knew more. I wish I could tell you what Captain America got a skin in February, and so it's almost. I don't know enough to say that, but sure, Lawrence.
I don't play Marvel Rivals, yeah, but I can definitely see it tracks with what we're already experiencing everywhere else. So,
yeah, man. And yo, by the way, you can't call the T'Child Toussaint. You have to call him T'Challa. All right, drop the junior. Those are the rules. You know, Cosmic Surface wrote it.
I don't follow rules.
No, he said so. He's like, oh, by the way, this is what's going on in the movies, guys. He was sending that feeler out.
It was like drop the junior. It's T'Challa the second.
And you better obey, Marcus. His name is Toussaint. I mean, I fucked up. I see. You see, I misspoke.
No, you said the right thing. You said what you were supposed to say. His name is Toussaint. Toussaint Louverture. Yeah, you didn't get to talk about that last week. I know I seen you put out a pretty lengthy video about it, but you didn't get.
Yeah, my take was way different than your guys' take. My take was simply look at this operative working for Marvel Studios, trying to get the conversation going into you can drop the T'Challa thing, like the junior thing. Like, no, he's separate. He's a different character, and I will not because the guys who are making the movies want me to think of the T'Child as actually T'Challa. I will not. I will continue, and that's the biggest battle. That's been the battle ever since they introduced that little bastard. To try to it's okay. He's T'Challa enough. Yeah, the little bastard, man. He's T'Challa enough, bro. What do you mean? And it worked.
He's T'Challa enough. Like that's what really get to me. Yeah, he's T'Challa enough. He's enough of the character that you wanted to just, accept it.
23 out of the 46 chromosomes is T'Challa.
Yeah, allegedly. They decide to do it. That is the end of the franchise right there, boys. We might be looking at our grandchildren. They'll see another iteration of Black Panther.
Is there something?
No, go ahead.
Is there something you haven't said last week that you were sitting on, like, oh, I should have mentioned this, that you didn't say even on the stream on Sunday? I asked that because I'm biting my tongue heavy on a couple of things, but
I don't know. Like, it is just a rumor, and it's scooper bait. So I'm not really. It's hard for me to take it as concrete. At the same time, if I deal with it at face value, it's hard not to mention Ryan Coogler. I would say he probably escaped a little bit of the commentary on Sunday. That wasn't really the point to focus in on him. The point was the overall decision making of everybody involved here is extremely flawed, and it's so damaging to the franchise that you may not get another chance after this. I don't think people are really weighing. They're not really seeing it, right? Like, we're going to talk about Children of Blood and Bone here in a minute, and like, not that would happen on a Black Panther set. I'm just saying it's not too often that you get that many black folks together in a major production at a studio like Disney, and you get 3 movies, and this is how we spend our time. This is how we spend our time. That's what we did with the opportunity, was take a franchise that could have been a way for there to permanently be a black space within Marvel and Disney in perpetuity. And people probably think that we're already there. Perpetuity, yeah. people probably think we're already at a point where Wakanda is never going to leave and they'll always make Wakanda projects. I don't know what Wakanda content you guys are watching, but there's nothing currently being produced out of that country that says that they need to keep making products out of it. As long as we keep treating it like hot potato or guess who's coming to dinner, it's like
Yep. But when you have Batman in the forefront, you get a show about Penguin. You get a show about Gotham that happened a few years back. I think Batgirl had a show, but it never stopped because Batman was always going to be in a movie in the next 4 years. And you get to have that when you don't do it with Black Panther.
It's also easier to do that with a character who, like you said, is always on the silver screen. Like, isn't going to take a break, isn't going to get fucking retired, isn't going to have some sad ass space death in his second movie. You know, that's just not happening there. So
you could even say,
I don't know what they're going to do, man. I don't know if it's right or not.
You can benefit Shuri by having the actual Black Panther around. Supergirl has her movie. I don't think that happens if Superman was just never on TV for however many years T'Challa's not been on TV for. If they decided no more Superman, Clark Kent, Henry Cavill, can't touch. Let's do Supergirl instead. Then, yeah.
No, yeah, you're absolutely right. There is no Kara, there is no Supergirl movie if there's no Superman, right? The insanity of a Superman sequel being a Supergirl movie, like, it just don't even make sense to say out loud. It doesn't even make sense to be like, it doesn't make sense to happen if it's not running congruently to the main character, which would be Clark in this situation. So to be fighting this current so hard, man, to run with things that you said before or things that are already been established in your franchise, it's never too late to turn around and make the right decision. But, you know, sometimes people double, triple, quadruple down.
Yes, they do. Grace
Wakanda for a little bit.
Nah, Wakanda for a little bit. They ruined that. That used to be fun to do. Wakanda Forever. Now it makes me think of that second movie where they killed T'Challa.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Olsen show.
Yeah. That's also on the docket. A little bit of news from.
I'm looking forward to the terrific rumored show.
So
oh, look, there's another super chat that came in.
Super chats then.
Fast forward me 2023. I'm stacking lots of cheese and making money. My grass is really green.
Lauren says to buy all the issues in one of the stores and give them to Black youth, create the fan base.
Do it.
Nah, hold on. Depends who you give the thing to. Like, that's like saying I can just give a soccer ball to a school if I'm like Landon Donovan, who's complaining to Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson about soccer in this country. You can't just give a soccer ball to schools and go, look, we did it. We're going to create soccer players. No, you're not going to create comic book heads by giving them a comic book, by giving everybody a comic book. Like, you're not going to get a return on that investment. Maybe 1% of the people are actually going to continue to be comic book heads. Like, I don't know. I just don't want to waste money and I don't want to that.
I disagree with your synopsis. I think what Landon Donovan, number one, was talking about is how expensive soccer is. When he talked about like the average income of soccer players that they see at their camps, their household income is like $150,000, and so it's not an accessible sport, right? If I have to come out hundreds of dollars for my kid to play every season, he's probably not going to play if I don't have it, right? And so conversely, comic books prices have gone through the roof. When I was pulling comic books as a kid, I could go get 5 comic books, 7, 8 comic books for $20. You maybe get 3, nowadays. And so having somebody take you to some random destination, because it's very sparse in cities nowadays, comic book shops are, to go buy these expensive ass paperbacks, it's not always the most economic way of going about things. So yeah, I do think increasing access to things by nature is going to attract more fans, because you don't know if you're interested in it unless you try it. And if you can't afford to try it, you'll never know.
Yeah, I agree. That can work. But the percentage of people that'll work on it so small, I think there's a better way to use the money. You can spend
What's
the same
the
amount of
more
money.
effective way then? What's the more effective way to bring people in?
I could brainstorm like 5 or 10 different ways, but just simply let's just give them to Black youth. Like, is there a specific type of Black youth? Did you do a survey of? Did you like?
Give me the more effective way. What's the more effective way of attracting new fans?
I was in the middle of saying it. Like, did you do a survey? Do you know what people are interested? Is it Black youth who are at conventions, or is it Black youth who are at, like, where are you finding these Black youth? Is not like at least show me that you've got an interest first.
I think
comic books.
We're not expecting you to go stand out a corner and just hand it to random Black kids. You would hand it to the youth that you know, the people in your immediate circle. Maybe even someone that you could envision would be interested in it. That's kind of the point. We're not telling you to stretch your umbrella from sea to shiny sea.
He's also not saying. He's also
go
not
within your immediate. Go within your immediate community. I don't think it was implied that you had to go stand in a grocery store and hand them out to 5 random people. He said, give it out to Black youth. Get more Black kids, probably more than likely the ones that you know, interested in comic books. We're not selling Girl Scout cookies. You find your people. You know what you look like at your age, right? You know what the kind of things that you were into, the things that interest you, that maybe led you into getting in comic books. So it shouldn't be hard to find.
Yeah, just a little bit of homework needs to be done. You can't just be giving out comic books to everybody. That's a waste of $5. Marvel Rivals is all I play. I just got a Queen of Wakanda skin for Storm just last month. Wait, I thought she never had a skin since January. So maybe the Queen of Wakanda is an older skin before January?
Yeah, probably. My bad.
You go ahead. Click on that one.
We'll partner with schools or community centers to get kids who want to go to cons and create a video games and start a comic collection fast. That would be dope. Mm-hmm. Create a class pool list. That actually would be pretty nice.
Yep.
Where the teachers at? Where the teachers?
Yeah, Blue said Mansa Musa is kind of a boring story, though.
Hey, Blue, we don't need your downer isms right now, okay? They shouldn't have canceled the project.
He's still suggesting to do a project. He's just saying the brother of Mansa Musa, who I don't know enough about, Blue. I don't know enough about. But the Japanese company that did the fighting game just gave Storm a lot of love. All right. There you go. Not true. Storm and T'Challa get a skin every season. Oh, are we being led to believe that something's happening that's not happening? Is love being given over at Marvel Rivals? Marvel's not acknowledging Blade, Black Panther, and Storm. Water is wet. Xavier says, you said the right name. Never let them forget it. Okay, Toussaint. Toussaint. The T'Child. The fatherless T'Child. Bastard is a title of honor.
Is it?
I'm not trying to honor the T'Child, but sure.
I don't think it is.
T'Challa is the king of Wakanda, not T'Child. Good job, everybody. Let's continue not referring to Toussaint as the character he's not. And we together, collectively, can come in. I mean, we can spirit bomb. Yeah. Spirit bomb. We can create the fan terminologies out there. Super chat.
Come on, girls, get that cash.
Get that cash. If you were wrong by T'Child, you are owed compensation. Dial 1-800 Wakanda for never.
If you were scarred by Wakanda forever, you may be entitled to a cash payment. Call now to join the class action suit.
Did you listen to Ryan Coogler's interview and almost lose hearing? If so, did Nate Moore on Survivor scar you? Because he quoted, what did he say? He said, I'm going to channel my inner T'Challa, he said. Ugh. Oh, what are you doing, you idiot? Why? No, not that. I mean to say, you're admitting that this fucking fictional character is an inspiration and you're gonna use him for your thing, but you're like, you know what? I'm one of the core tenets behind not furthering this character on screen and popularizing him further. But
Chill,
I'm gonna
like, why
channel
don't you channel
T'Challa.
your inner Tucson? Like,
Yeah. Go channel
challenge your inner
Tucson.
Njobu, your characters that you made up.
Ugh. If you were wrong by T'Challa, you are owed compensation. How much money do you get for T'Challa? Do you get like a Kimoyo bead that doesn't even light up?
No, you get a free trip to Wakanda.
But it's really Haiti.
Wakanda.
Careful showing adult beverage on screen, Marcus. Okay. He wasn't, clearly. So yes, we're very careful with doing that. When Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart die, they better not recast Magneto or Professor X, or I'm calling hypocrisy. Are you dumb? They're gonna recast Magneto, X, Cyclops is coming. Jean Grey's already been recast for Spider-Man. Everyone's being recast, and then all the dead characters are gonna be alive. Queen Ramonda, get her back in here. Tony Stark's gonna be back in here. What do you mean? The X-Men 97 episode.
Everybody except for T'Challa. Everybody is coming back. Natasha coming back. Steve coming back. Everybody back except for T'Challa.
They've been treating black characters bad in every medium at Marvel. Wakanda's not forever? It's not forever. Black Batgirl, stop. Black Batgirl? I don't know what that is. The Canadian black comic superhero has returned. Who would that be? The Canadian black comic superhero? We don't have one.
I'm talking about you.
An Alpha Flight. Oh, appreciate you. You think of me of a superhero, eh?
Yeah.
Wakanda for a little bit. Wakanda isn't the sale. T'Challa is.
Big facts.
Let's go to Children of Blood and Bone, bro. This is a novel, a fantasy novel, one that Tomi Adeyemi created. Now, she had some leverage, she was able to negotiate and renegotiate upwards. And I saw a cool little video on Instagram last week about how she was able to get what she wanted and she's going to write the screenplay. And then I saw that same creator explain, well, wait, what just happened here? So yeah, it's great. She was able to do the screenplay, but there's so much more levels and there's so many more steps. And even though she signed a non-disclosure agreement and everything else, she was still allowed to do what she did without breaking the rules. Because what she did was she said, I have not seen Children of Blood and Bone, and I won't see it. Saying that doesn't disparage the movie. It doesn't criticize it. It's just stating a fact that she hasn't seen it and that she just won't see it. There's nothing wrong with saying that. It's like very well worded. It's almost like she's a writer. And then we got to see that she blocked Amanda Stenberg. And the last message she sent to Amanda Stenberg was, don't use my name in interviews. Stop bringing me up. And even that, I don't think that breaks any rules, really. You're not like she got
That's
around
a personal exchange. I could have supported the movie and still had this beef.
Look, Amanda Stenberg, whatever she did or didn't do, who knows? We can theorize. Probably would be unfair to do so, but let me put one theory that
we have to, because this is
Amanda Stenberg wasn't her choice of casting for Amari, and it was actually supposed to be someone with dark skin, but she was kind of like mad at that. She wanted to cast Amanda Stenberg, but not for that. Maybe that was what it was. Maybe, I don't know. What's your theory?
But it has to be something more than, even if that's part of it, it has to be something more than that, because how did we get this far into it? Like, you wouldn't stop it now over that alone. You made the decision, you signed the contract, you put your name behind it. You were the one, hey, no, Amanda is a perfect casting and yada yada. When fans were going up about it, you were the one dousing the flames, like, hey, no, this is what she definitely was behind the Amanda Stenberg casting. Like, she defended it. So it has to be something more than that. Like, obviously the relationship broke down, but I think the overall kind of feeling of where the project was going played into it even more. When CinemaCon happened, we were hearing that Children of the Blood and Bone wasn't all that well received, right? And that it had a bit of a campy feel, that they went the under route for young adult violence. They definitely went more whimsical than adult violence that you could probably get away with in a young adult thing. Well, maybe that is not necessarily what Miss Adeyemi wanted it to be. And that on top of the miscasting of Amandla Steinberg probably blew all this up. The thing with Amandla, though, the reason why that's so telling to me, because again, this isn't the first time this happened. The Hate U Give, the writer that Hate U Give had the same, I guess, issues with well, I don't know if it's the same issues. We don't know what the issue is, but had a falling out with Amandla Steinberg. So, you know, there's a common factor here in these breakdown of relationships between creator and lead of project. It's definitely something there.
Blue suggests she has seen it. Okay, maybe she didn't see the whole movie, the cut from beginning to end, but she's seen enough of it and goes, that's not what my movie's supposed to be. Maybe she was on set in South Africa, maybe the studio just gave the impression that she'd be more involved than she actually is, and she probably isn't. If she got upset with the studio. Now, do I go, okay, well, if she doesn't support it, I don't support it. I'm not there. I need more information before I go, guys, cancel that bus that we were going to all take in January to see this movie in IMAX of the phenomenal cast and non-oppression. Well, there's oppression, but not real life oppression. Like, I can't say, nah, Tommy said we're not with it. I can't say that.
I'm the opposite. It's not for like a loyalty to Tony. It's not even like it's like a protest of some sort. If the creator of the IP itself is telling me that it's not a fair representation of what they were trying to create, right? What was pitched to me was a book that was based off of this young adult novel, right? And so any research that I've done into this project henceforth has been a result of Tony's work, not anything that necessarily we're going to see here in the coming months from this movie, but from her work. And so she's telling me it's not an accurate depiction.
She's not.
Then I can catch it on streaming. I can catch it on streaming.
She hasn't said that. She hasn't told us it's not an accurate description.
She said it in so many words. If she's not supporting the project, that's telling me that something about it has gone awry. Doesn't mean I'll never see it.
The director and her could have had a fight. She could have been like Tommy could have been mad about the littlest thing that really isn't that big of a deal. The color blue instead of the color green.
Yeah, and
they're like, well, no, the green screen would
and just stewed. Like she didn't have to come out and speak this publicly and this definitively about the project directly. You're right. She told the line and she didn't disparage people from not going to see the film, but she did tell you directly what her issue was, and it's the film, right? And so she could have just went home and quit. She could have just quit and went home and been quiet if she wasn't trying to send up some sort of smoke alarm. Also, you don't put out the Amandla Steinberg thing if you're not trying to cause any aspersions on the project. You don't put that out if you're not trying to somehow throw water on the project. So I think it's pretty clear she has a problem with what's going on over there, and whatever has happened has led her to not support the project. I think that's pretty clear.
What's real life oppression? I just meant like historically accurate real life oppression, like transatlantic slave trade or Berlin Conference colonization, that kind of shit. That's what I meant. Like it doesn't have that, but yeah, there are themes of oppression and the man and royalty and all that stuff. Except when there's magic. She might also be under contract to not talk badly about the production or project. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure nothing in the contract about DMs to the actors. I'm sure that'll be in every Paramount contract from now until forever. Hey, screenshotting DMs is a no-no for this project. Sorry, man, can't do it. Screenshotting DMs, man. That's what she did, and it gave us the impression that this movie and her are opposites. It is like Brian and Mike leaving the Avatar M. Night Shyamalan, and like, yeah, what ended up happening, right? They didn't call him Aang, they called him Ong. It was garbage. It was surprisingly garbage. It's like uniquely bad. Like I thought you were supposed to be a good movie director. A good movie director, when he does a bad movie, it's like, oh, that was lame. This was dog doo doo. Ugh. I hope not for the Children of Blood and Bone movie, but I don't know. I don't know who she is, bro. She could be an eccentric person who just like flips out over nothing, or like I don't know
about
who she is. Tomi with an M, yeah, Tomi Adeyemi.
Tomi.
I don't know who she is. Like what upsets her? What upset her can be legit. It also can be overboard. Like this wasn't my intention. You know, like I don't know that.
Yeah, but we also, even before all of this, before her breakdown with the production, it wasn't like we were excited to see it, but we hadn't heard or seen anything of it. Like it's been kind of radio silence other than the CinemaCon presentation.
Even that was silent, because
even that was silent. There was nothing there. Yeah, it wasn't. I don't know, bro.
You have to be in the room.
It hasn't been very exciting. There hasn't been very much build up, and then this.
Excitement. I asked for it.
Right.
I wanted to talk about something here. So like salute to her for like making us talk about it. Unlike Millie Alcock, who never gave me a reason to talk about something she's done to promote Supergirl.
My God.
Unless they're on that side of the internet. Yeah, Amandla seems to have issues on a couple of projects. Okay, does that mean like maybe Toby Adeyemi is onto something? Is that what we're trying to get at? Or it's just an observation that Amandla's got issues. She's so bored. Can't miss with Joy.
She's just a common denominator. That's all. You know, just a common denominator and some beef.
It's okay because it doesn't say anything about the movie. She may get blackballed though. It took her a long time to get this movie picked up and made. She should have got Zendaya. She's a professional and don't be in no mess. Maybe she asked. I don't know.
She said if she was gonna get a light skin, get the Apex light skin. Get the Apex Predator of light skins.
Maybe cast a little bit more accurately. But like I said the first time we talked about it, I'm gleeful that there's not going to be a movie where there's a scene of someone getting made fun because their skin is darker than the others. Like that's actually good news. As badly as I want, it's got to match the book. Got to cast it accordingly. If it means we're not going to get that, then fine. Skin shaming and all that stuff. Why do we need to propagate
part of the story? I mean,
barely.
Yeah. I don't know. I know
it can still be a good story without the skin color based.
Of course, of course it can.
Amanda was great.
However, is most likely not a good story if the person who wrote the story is telling me that they're not going to see the movie.
Yeah, it's the creator. I mean, remember what George R.R. Martin said that time? They'll tell you that, well, this is the book, well, and the movie's the movie, and that's why that. But they never know. And George was like, got to trust with the creators, trust the creators.
They never know. I'm still waiting for Kondo and see if he's going to mess up here. They've done some things differently here in the third season of House of the Dragon. I don't know if they're going to pay off in the long run, but we'll see.
So Shaitan, thank you for your message. Me and Marcus were talking about it. That's why we're like a few minutes late, but just got here chill. Do you have a new light for your camera? Never seemed this bright before, but good seeing you, brother. Well, thank you. But yeah, I thought there was a problem with my lighting too. I can tell you that it's just a problem with my ring light. I don't have my ring light on right now. That's the problem. So I thought I should change my shirt from yellow to pink, and that didn't work. So just bear with me. But thank you for noticing and letting us get the best possible stream that we can. It'll be less distracting when Darius joins, and I'm only 1/3 of your screen. Wait a minute, Chillmonger. Colorism is a thing? Yeah, it's a thing, bro. No, but I don't like colorism either way. Like, or you're too light or you're too dark. So if we can just not feature that in this movie, 2-hour movie, maybe there's not enough time for all that. Yeah. Facts. Was she good? Anything else? Who, Amandla? No. Plenty of things, guys. Plenty. The Hate U Give was cool. She did great. Just miscast. Remember, Disney passed on this movie. I wonder why. Yeah, but it was like Lucasfilm.
Kathleen Kennedy was shit in the bed. That's why.
Was it Indiana Jones in 2023? That was that movie, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And then I guess after that, she was only allowed to do Star Wars movies, so she lost the rights to this. Never take the money. Tell them to keep their money. You want 100% ownership and creative control. Okay, but Dwayne, you also need to make the movie. So as cool as that is, never take the money, ownership. They provide the money to make the movie. You don't have the budget to make this movie. I don't know. I don't care how many books she sold. She does not have let's make a movie money. So you do need to play ball with the studios. She leveraged what she could.
It's unfortunate, man, because that cast, boy. Viola Davis, Regina King, like Damson Idris. It's all up and down, just black star to black star to black star.
They're still in it.
I mean, they're still in the movie, but it's doing that thing, man. It's doing that thing that those flops do. A lot of bad news leading up to the movie release, and again, the writer and creator of the whole entire thing, chucking the deuces, is just not a good omen.
When's this trailer coming, bro? This movie's coming in January and it is July. We're 6 months out right now. 6 months that's trailer time, isn't it? Depending on the movie, everyone's different. But 6 months, you can expect the trailer.
Soon, yeah, we should be getting like at least a teaser soon.
One of these weeks, Pantheon is going to be talking about the Children of Blood. We're going to have footage.
Dune is on its second trailer, and that's coming out in December.
Yeah, see, we're getting.
So, yeah, we should be getting something. Anytime now, anytime.
Lauren says, but didn't Tommy signed on the dotted line for Amandla to play the role?
That's what I was saying. She did say that. She did okay.
I gotta find the interview where she okayed it, because I remember her saying what inspired me was all the hate she was getting for the race swapping in Hunger Games, because she played Rue. That's supposed to be a white character, and that kind of inspired her to make the book. That also doesn't mean that that's why you need to play the lighter skinned version of my character. That doesn't mean that.
I think it was a studio thing. I think Amandla's name is very hot in young adult spaces in that genre. And they wanted to get as many stars, especially in that spot, as they possibly could. And unfortunately, well, I mean, could have gone with a Jamie Lawson. Shit, you could have went with the chick from If Beale Street Could Talk, Kiki Lane. Could have went with a lot of people. But she sure did stand up for her after the fact. So she's got to wear some of it. She can't, if she ever does tell us what happened, she can't totally put it on the studio. She's got to take some of the blame.
Tubi creators have let's make a movie money. You got me, Jay. Did I miss the X-Men 97 reviews from y'all? We haven't gotten there yet. We are on Children of Blood and Bone. If anyone has a comment related to the Children of Blood and Bone news, let us know now before we dance over to X-Men or one of the other things we have. But I wish Darius was here. He'll probably show up right when we finish and jump into X-Men. But what do you think, bro? Any last look? We don't know. We have no idea what it is. I'm not saying with any percentage of certainty that Tomi Adeyemi is in the right or in the wrong. I'm just saying I don't know. But I kind of like that we're talking about the movie right now. So that's solid. And I'm seeing a lot of content creators. One thing I do on YouTube is I'll type like Children of Blood and Bone in the search bar and then search filters, and I'll say today or I'll say this week. And then you get to see, oh, people are talking about it, right? Like Book Talk is talking about it. This is fun. It's fun to have something eventful with this book.
Let's hope it ends up going positively for him, get some better news.
There's so many people who don't even know that that cast is in this game, film. And when they see the casting in the trailer, and the trailer will do the thing where it's a black screen and in white letters, it'll say the name of everyone on the cast. When that happens, that's going to be like an alert. Like, oh, really? There's a movie happening? They'll talk about it on the Breakfast Club. It'll come out. It'll be a coming out party.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, I guess.
The week of the release, they go to New York. Breakfast Club is gonna have Regina King on.
Well, first of all, everyone else. We need to be doing. That's kind of the same problem we were just talking about with Millie Alcock. Is the fact that like you can't wait until the last minute to start doing that stuff. Like don't waste all this time that you could have been leading up into your strong release, like when you go to Good Morning America or Breakfast Club or what have you, doing absolutely nothing. You know, go show up to go show up to like Central Park all dressed in your get up or something like that. I don't know, but do something, because now
The
you
Hot
definitely have
Ones.
to do something to fight the narrative. You got to fight
Yeah.
the feeling.
Tape a Family Feud. They sleep on Family Feud, but tape a Family Feud where it's the female cast members and the male cast members. That's come on, man. And then,
Something like
then you
that,
can
yeah.
film that like 3 months in advance, and then you make sure you ask the studio,
Have it
okay, release
released.
this on the week of. Therefore, like you're all over the place on the week of. Yeah, you can film things and bank them, especially if you know that there's opportunity for a sequel and even a trilogy. You're not just
Who's
like
doing this? What
Paramount.
studio's doing this?
Satan.
I don't think Paramount owns the. Oh well, no, yeah, no. Wait, Family Feud is Fox.
Oh,
Who owns
they don't
it?
care about that. They don't care about that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Like Tonight Show was NBC Viacom, and they'll have Avengers on. That's Disney. They don't really mind like that.
Well, I mean, in terms of like the working it out, so that I was trying to see what show would be the best fit. One that they own probably would be the easiest one, but
CBS, maybe
CBS.
they will report in Jeopardy.
you go. Has somebody show up on Jeopardy?
Yeah, they have Celebrity Jeopardy. I saw the teacher from Abbott Elementary on Celebrity Jeopardy. That was cool.
That's dope.
Arthur says, if Blood and Bone ends up looking like M. Night's Avatar, the damage will be severe. That's the thing, though. M. Night Avatar happened. There is a bottom. There is a low. And the how low can you go is scarily low.
Mhm.
I don't want that to be the case here.
Let's hope not. There's also Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern down there. A little bit of Flash. There's some Marvels mixed in. There's something called a Quantum Mania in there. It's like a graveyard of stuff.
You don't have to take the money. Ask Master P. Yeah, Master P didn't put together a $80 million budget movie, whatever the budget is.
Not $80 million, no. But he shot some movies though. Definitely shot some movies. Shout out to P.
A lot of people never heard of this IP. Yep, a lot of people have not. If they drop in January, not a good sign. Let me jump in for X-Men 97. Says Blue. I just know X-Men 97 season 2 is fire. If Blood and Bone ends up looking like, I just read that one. Shaitan said it's a normal thing for the original creators of franchises having disagreements with actors on movie sets. That doesn't seem like a disagreement with the actor though. She said she's not going to watch the film. And
then she told the girl, "Don't talk to me. Don't text me. Don't call me." Like that's beef. Like you can argue on set, but as long as you get the project made, all right, we are good. You know, we can shake each other's hands at the premiere. This is some if I catch you on the street.
What? It's on site?
It's on site. It's on site.
God.
Pulling up.
Hey, I wonder how many people watching got that joke. That was a good joke. I don't care. I don't want trouble, but that was a good joke. Proud of myself for that one. If we're doing X-Men 97, let me send Blue the link.
Let's do it. X-Men 97.
Why are you singing Whitney Houston? There wasn't
Magneto
enough.
did get done dirty. He did get done dirty. I guess we can start talking until Blue gets here. I enjoyed just about everything about episode 4, except for like parts of the last 10 minutes or so. So after Ramatut fires on the lair that Apocalypse and his compadres are sitting there, right? Tried to blow them up. You think that would be a unifying factor, and it is for a second. Like he listens to him, he hears Charles out, gets the explanation. All right, boom, we're gonna go to this temple. You're gonna get the celestial power, and we're gonna make sure Ramatut don't get it. All right, okay, cool. So 2 things. 1, you're telling me that in that time, Charles didn't find it necessary to tell him who he actually was. So yeah, let me tell you where we from, how we propose to get back, but not tell you why we're trying to make you good. Like that didn't get discussed. We didn't go, hey, you're gonna be a monster if you go this way. You can't go that way. Nothing that you say you want right now, freedom for your people, getting all the slaves from out underneath Ramatut's thumb, all that stuff, being a freedom fighter. None of that shit is gonna happen. You're gonna be a mass murderer if you go that
rapping
route.
like you're trying to get the slaves free.
Yeah, so that clearly didn't happen because once he walked in and then at temple, he was like, hold on, wait. I'm gonna be him. Okay, well, fuck all that virtuous shit. Then I'm Big Pac. I'm Big Apocalypse. It's on now. I want it all. And it was
Big
just
Pac.
very, it was, very. Oh, you mean I'm about to be up? Man, the hell with all of that. Let Ramatut have it. I'm gonna soup up 100 feet tall. Also, so that was from Charles's point. Like, why didn't you tell him that? And then from Apocalypse's standpoint, it's like I almost feel like the motivation changed once he went in there and talked to the Celestial. Like of course, he wants to be the fittest, always the fittest to survive, and yada yada yada. But that wasn't what you was doing when you first broke into Ramatut's place. You was on some let's free the people from this tyranny type stuff. So I was just wondering, like, why even put all of that in there if we weren't going to explain how he lost it? That's my only complaint. The dialogue was pretty on point. The one-liners out of this thing was amazing. I would take you as one of my horsemen if it wasn't for your lack of spine.
And what
He
you
hit him
doing?
with some shit. He hit him with some
No,
shit.
To your point, Marcus, I do think they explained his on off, right? When Ball died, kind of that whole survival, because that's who we learned it from, was Ball.
I was about to say,
whole
but
survival of the fittest.
Ball was the one that was leading him into that.
Right. So then it was like, damn, you killed Ball. Let me just go do this so I can kill you. It wasn't necessarily so I can free the homies. In all actuality, Ball don't give a damn about
So
the homies.
why'd you put that in there though? Why was that
They
part
didn't.
of this story? It was. That's how we
Go back
started
and
out.
watch, go watch Rise of Apocalypse Part 1. Go watch the Part 1. Ball kept saying, no, dog. That ain't
Right.
it. We not here to do that.
Man.
He kept saying it. Because Magneto was in his head, and Ball was like, man, you finna listen to this old white man. So,
but okay. My point is that if you were even swayed for that little bit of time by Magneto, right, into doing this virtuous, this altruistic stuff that you on right now, right? That means that something in you, something about your disposition lends itself towards that. You ain't just doing it because some old alien from a different place in time told you to.
But Apocalypse is about that. Apocalypse is about both lives. He bought it all.
You can't be those two people at the same time.
Why not?
You can't be a mass murderer and a liberator at the same time. Now, that shit don't work. It don't work.
It does. If I live forever.
No, it don't. Well, but no, in actuality, though, you cannot be a liberator of the people you were mass murdering. You can't. Those things don't work together.
No, I'm not mass. So the thing is, in order to liberate you, I got to murder you to see if you survive of the fit. That's what it is.
That's bullshit.
Whether it's bullshit or not, that's
very confusing.
That's his edict. That's his code. Think about Apocalypse throughout. You done ever known. It's always that. Hey, I'm just testing y'all. Hey, if you survive, cool, you down. I make you a horseman. If not, you saw what happened to Magneto. It's actually real simple.
Okay.
It's real simple.
I hear that. If that's where we were going, if that's how we were going to tell this story, that's how we were going to unearth this conflict. I would have rather them leave this whole Magneto trying to hold his hand on the way to the righteous path shit alone. Like I would have rather it been a ruse and them trying to find a way to stomp his ass out before he soups
But
up.
it was
Because
also
they showed you a very virtuous side of Insabinure, which if you're gonna do that, then you got to explain how that shit got washed away.
but they did.
How? What? Ball dying is what
Ball
washed away all of
dying.
his good.
No,
Come on, man.
Ball. So
No,
Ball.
stop.
No,
So-
before. Hold on. Wait. Before Ball died, he was on some survival of the fittest shit. Once Ball died, he let Professor X is in his brain. Remember, Magneto was on one side because the story is really about the two. It's damn near on some Malcolm Martin type shit for this, right? It was
Mhm.
Magneto on one side. Well, Magneto was here at first, and he was coming having issues with Ball, and Ball was like, "Man, we ain't fuck with the white dude. We ain't rock with him. We ain't rock with him." Then Ball dies, but then Apocalypse loses faith in Magneto. Damn, you lied to me, cuz I don't even know if I can rock with you. But then here come Professor X to swoop in. Hey, look, man.
And
Professor
lied
X,
to him again. That's some
did.
stupid shit.
He
So
did lie
he
to him
almost
again.
killed y'all off the strength that Eric lied to him. You just gonna lie to him again?
Right. You lied to him, but you got to think though. This is Professor X. Out of Magneto, Professor X is the most diabolical of the two. He the most diabolical of the two.
I think y'all are
So he
confused
goes
on
and
what
remember,
liberate
because
means.
to me, Professor X has this big grand illusion of grandeur on his side. Even his whole mutants kumbaya, and that's why he was always at odds with Magneto. Magneto knew that shit. Hey, humans and mutants can't kumbaya. We ain't getting down like that. It ain't gonna happen. We the next part of evolution. They ain't gonna like us. And Professor X like, nah, we can make Magnus. We can make them like us. No, we can't. It's always gonna be up for us. We're gonna have to pull the tool every time.
Stick to
What?
Colress.
But so we hear in Sabanur, kind of cool at first. And then that happens, it's up. Now he don't know who to trust. Because even the whole time when they marched to the celestial ship, he was side-eyeing Magneto and he was side-eyeing Charles. He didn't know who to trust. Then once he got in there, like you say, he started writing on the wall. He said, man, he looked at him just like this. Really? Oh, y'all scared of me. That's what it was. Y'all scared of me. Let me show y'all what's up. And now it's up. And now it's stuck.
Yeah, I guess.
It's simple,
I
Marcus.
mean,
it's simple.
look, man. It's not a major critique.
It's
I just
simple.
I didn't particularly like how the switch happened so smoothly. Like if you were going to go that route, it should have been a little bit more belabored, in my opinion. But
wanted a
the
part
rest
three?
of the episode was fantastic. Rest of the episode was fantastic.
You wanted part 3.
How dead is Magneto?
Done.
Dead. They unless they change the timeline, he gone.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can
How
see.
dead is Gambit?
Gambit
Same
still got a
level of
body.
dead.
But he still got a body.
It's the same answer. They're both back.
They're both dead. The thing is, I believe Apocalypse is gonna bring Gambit back.
Okay. Not
Ain't
Magneto?
no.
I thought that's where it was going, but we'll see.
You gonna
If
make
anybody
you gonna
would
make Gambit a horseman?
Yeah, he was
And Magneto.
Yeah, he was a horseman. He was a horseman before.
The Mike Carey comic books, I think.
I think so.
Oh,
Interesting.
who cares?
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want to, right? They're
Mhm.
they're a different studio, and these are just loose adaptations.
It's a couple horsemen they can make. Around this time, Wolverine not having his adamantium, he becomes a horseman of Apocalypse around that same time. So it's a couple of horsemen Apocalypse can make.
I seen the Onslaught thing coming too. That's who I thought. I didn't think that was Kang at first that was talking to him telepathically. I thought that was Onslaught. I thought that was the corners of his mind speaking to him. But they went the route of Kang having his own type of like cerebro.
Yeah. But in order to have
And,
Onslaught, you got to have Magneto too. You got to have them together because they're a combination of both.
They was there. They both
you
was
said
there.
But you said talking to Professor X when he talking about.
Remember when he
went into-
he started having those visions? Magneto was still there. He was still alive. When he was having those he had that dream.
Oh, you talking about when Kang, wakey
When
wakey,
Kang was fucking with him. Yeah. Yep. I thought we was having a little onslaught vision or something. But no,
Nah,
that's definitely coming. That's coming.
Let me ask y'all a question, especially with Chill here. We don't need Bo. Don't need it. I'm talking about as far as the writing. I don't mean it like I'm just saying.
It ain't over
how do
yet.
y'all feel about the writing?
It ain't over yet. This is the part of this is where any of the any of the critiques that I had in the season, this is where they started coming up, is right about now.
So this would be the Storm and Ford story coming up, right?
Right.
The lullaby. I don't think a lullaby coming. We've been going full speed, man. We've been going.
Yeah, we'll see.
We've been going.
I gotta give it. We gave X-Men 97 a full season before we sat up here and anointed it. Yeah,
people were saying it was awesome before the full season.
I don't care what people say. I'm telling you what I said. I'm saying
Marcus is fair. It's fair.
Yeah, we addressed it after the season and gave it its just due, gave it its flowers.
That's fair.
Let's not get drug into the first 4 episodes and then be disappointed on the back half of the season. You know what I'm saying? Let's just watch it and see how it goes.
How about this? Up until this point, I think we good.
It's been good. It's been good up until this point. Yeah, no, it's been good.
Then we're good.
Minor complaints, very minor complaints.
It's also possible for like hundreds and thousands of people to be good at writing TV shows who are not named Bo DeMeo. So it's possible.
Yeah, most definitely. No, this was just into the contrast of, once everything happened, a lot of people came out of the gate saying, "Oh, damn, I don't know if X-Men 97 season 2 gonna be right." I know, it's gonna be able to make it without Bo. And I was on the other end. I was like, it's right. Writers every day they out there. So
yeah,
that's all. But I really enjoy it. I thought.
You know what I want to know though? How much of this was planned and written, and like how much of this has been changed? That's the question I want to know about.
Question. I would like to know too, because I've heard everything from minor changes to gutted.
Because like
I reached out to Bo.
No word. He didn't get back to you.
Nah.
Somebody just wrote something in the chat about. Okay, here, Lawrence. That was Bo's original story, but they dropped it this season. I guess I got to hear him say so. But I think that the Quentin Quire edition might be related to that. That's the mutant they'll be using in movies. So familiarize everybody. Go. This is Quentin Quire. He's gonna have more lines.
He didn't even speak. He didn't even talk.
Yeah, he did. He had one line. He talked to
Monet.
Who did he talk to? Monet. Yeah, he talked to
okay. Monet. Maybe Monet might be used in X-Men movies, and her frenzy form is being like introduced, soft launched for the
Monet. Monet would make more sense. I like Monet as a better...
because she satisfies 2 of the representation chart. That's why.
Yeah. I was looking.
Now you think they're gonna let the Afro Latino in the movies? If Monet make it to the big screen, she'll be Latina, but the Afro will be.
Well, she better not be like. Why would she be Latina?
Monet Saint Croix.
She's from Angier.
Monet Saint Croix not black?
Yeah, she's from Africa. She's from Angier.
Oh,
yeah, she's from Africa.
My beast. I thought she was.
That's why I was like, why would she be Latina? No, she's from Africa. She's royalty too. She's like a princess or something like that. If I remember.
You guys think that they think this deeply about it though?
Well, my whole thing is I said, and I think I said this on was I with y'all last Thursday, Marcus, when I said about X-Men live action going up against this, and I was like, they got some tall, big shoes to fill.
Well, because and the reason why is because X-Men 97 is heavy on the mutant hate shit right now. Heavy on the mutant hate shit. And they don't want to do that in the live action. So how you gonna square this round hole where you've already set your audience's expectation with X-Men 97 now for a couple years, and they're expecting to see a representation of that on the big screen now.
They got to, Marcus.
You got to do the thing. You got to do the mutant hate
thing. Ain't nothing. No, what other story you telling with mutants and the X-Men other than mutant hate? Like what you telling?
You know how they get about racism, boy. They about to dance around that thing like it's the Lollipop Guild. It's gonna be nuts.
You can. I mean, even
that's why they got the leader of it all of being a black dude. They trying to disarm it all immediately from the jump.
Look, there's no way to tone down homo superior hate. It's just no way you can do it. You can't tone it down because it ain't just, you know what I'm saying? It's just not skin color. Now you talking about white folks, mutants, black mutants, Latino mutants, gay mutants, you know what I'm saying? All different types of mutants. So how do you tone that down? How do you tone that allegory down? I just don't see it. I don't
Kevin
see
Feige said, "Watch me."
it. Right, watch. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
We got a super chat. To talk about the externals, please. I know nothing.
You don't know nothing about the externals?
Nah.
Oh man. So the girl who was there talking to Kang, Chandra, she's an external. One of the oldest externals, her, Selene, Gideon, Apocalypse. At one point in time, Cannonball was external, but I think they retconned that. But they're basically mutants who are immortal. You know what I'm saying? She is also got ties to Gambit because she is basically the founder of the Assassins Thieves Guild that Gambit does, and they kind of at one story I read they kind of worship her kind of like a god, but then she got beef with Gambit. It's crazy, but their whole shit is convoluted. They're immortal mutants is basically what they are.
So when the mutants get back to the 90s, everyone you mentioned will still be there.
Who are the externals?
Yeah.
Yeah, they should be. They should be. Did you read? You probably didn't read it, but this was Necrosha.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah, so Selene was the one who brought them all back. That was Selene. She's an external. She's kind of like a witch type.
Yeah, I really didn't
she was
enjoy
a vampire.
Yeah, type of vampire. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's externals are dope. If I don't know how deep they'll go with even calling Chandra external or I mean, Kane kind of mentioned it. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I already know your fate, so peace, you good. That's why he got up out of there. He was like, I can go. You good because you're gonna survive anyway, but I'm out this. Did you see how quick Kane just swapped?
He was like, oh, he here.
He said, peace, dog. I'm out this joint. That dude there, nah. Maybe in Sabanor, maybe. But that guy there, nah, I'm good.
He said he was in Sabanor. Now he's Apocalypse. So
now
I'm gone.
But
are the externals all friends with each other?
No.
They just happen to be immortal.
They just happen to be immortal. It's not like a gang. They're not like kicking it. Oh, you know, all the externals get it. Matter of fact, was it Kane? Kane. I want to say his name is. I think it's Kane. He was part of X-Force at one part in time. He was going around trying to kill the externals.
Hey, by the way, the X-Force animated intro. Cool. Good idea.
I need more X-Force.
Might get a movie called X-Force.
I hope so.
I saw something about the rumored movies. I was watching Campia, and he mentioned like Midnight Suns, Blade, Black Panther 3. He said Avengers. He didn't mention Doctor Strange or Thor, but he mentioned like Shang-Chi too. Like these are the ones that's the talk, right?
Priority.
And wow, how disappointing. Like except for Avengers and X-Men, everything else, like I don't want another Thunderbolts and I don't want a Midnight Suns. It's kind of disappointing.
They got to. Who
are the Midnight Suns even gonna be? Who is that gonna be?
Well, that's what the girl on, and who was that girl on the show? I ain't never seen her before, but that's what she was saying on the show. She was saying like the Midnight Suns is kind of a tall task too, because maybe Strange could show up, maybe Morbius. The Sony let us play with Morbius. Do we get Blade? Do we get Dr. Voodoo? You know, all of these people. So she was like, I don't know, maybe.
Well, you do get Voodoo because inclusion and you got to hit the representation marks. But who cares if you get him if he's the fourth member of the cast and he barely does anything? Like, and he's in a Midnight Suns movie. Ugh.
Shit, I don't even know if we got that representation thing anymore. I don't know if that's a thing anymore. I really don't.
They took it off their website, but it's still a thing internally.
I don't know. I think there's some good faith effort in representation, but I don't think it's a thing anymore.
Why do you think Odyssey is cast the way it was cast? It's because it's still a thing.
Because Chris Nolan is old guard. Chris Nolan's old guard.
What do you
James
think I
Gunn,
mean when I
old
say
guard.
cast the way it was cast? I mean he got the diversity. He hit all the quotas.
He was gonna do that regardless. I think he was gonna do that regardless. I think, like I said, reason being, a lot of those old directors, they're about, well, yeah, I would say those older directors, those more established directors that were like a Chris Nolan, James Gunn, Zack Snyder, like they will do things like that. For one thing, because they're anti-establishment. They're anti-establishment like a mofo. So they'll do that just to do it. You know what I'm saying? Just to do it. So you thinking that they checking quotas? No, it's them trying to do a fuck you to the establishment. Basically, that's why you getting Lupita as Helena Troy. You know what I'm saying? That's why you getting old boy now.
Travis Scott.
No, who played Travis Scott? Travis Scott. But the old girl played Kitty, right? Who played Kitty Pryde? That's why you're getting things like that. Is because that's a big, especially
Ethan Page.
Yeah,
not
especially
Ethan
in the
Page. What's the
Odyssey?
man's name? Not Ethan Page.
Is it Ethan Page?
What is the name? Elliot. It's Elliot.
Elliot
Page. Hey, look, man. I
I
don't
was
want to.
like Ethan Page, all ego.
But yeah, they are, man. They out to do since they know that the DEI thing and the representation thing is going, they're gonna go even harder. Now, if it tanks the movie, they gonna think that it was virtuous to even do it.
Nah, the Oscars require you to have this much of them and this much of them, and he wants an Oscar.
Who let you know that the Oscars? Remember, it was me and you who was doing it. You remember that stream?
Nah, I don't remember. I remember seeing that the Oscars have requirements.
Yes, it was me and you who looked up the Oscar requirements. Chill.
And they have to have in each movie. They have to have a certain percentage of black people.
They have to have a certain percentage of black people.
I don't be seeing that in none of the best picture winners. Like,
no,
it's
not. It's the nominations. Nominations.
Oh, I hear you. I got you.
Yeah, the nominations. Mm-hmm. Yeah, nominations. That's how they do it.
They will be the dried up suns by the time they make it. Yeah, why are we talking about Midnight Suns? Oh yeah, just that there's going to be all these other movies that the Marvel is doing that are lame, and then Nova is one of those. Also, there's supposed to be a Nova TV series, and it's going to be Richard Rider, says Kevin Feige like 2 years ago.
What do you think out of that list could work, Chill? Other than X-Men or Avengers and Spider-Man, we know those three.
Everything can work, but depending on the writer, depending on the guy who's behind it, what do I think could work out of that? Blade for sure. Blade is the easy one. That would be it. X-Men, Spider-Man, Avengers, Blade for sure. You guys are not at let's take a chance. You just saw what Supergirl did, and I know they're different studios, and I get that they're different, but you just saw that the appetite for some of these movies is not very high.
Do you think they heed that warning? The Supergirl, I mean, or because James Gunn didn't heed the Captain Falcon of America warning, he didn't heed the Thunderbolt warning, and still did it. I don't think Feige heeds that warning. I really don't.
I think he does another.
Supergirl was already in production by then. He couldn't pull out after Thunderbolts. It was already underway.
Oh, you talking about Feige?
No, I'm talking about Gunn. By the time Thunderbolts came out, he was already in production for Supergirl.
Well, he could have pushed it. It could have been pushed because I think, as you know, I think Supergirl is out of 10 or 5. It's a mid at best, right? You push it to get out of the way of Toy Story 5. I think you get to your break even point. I don't think you go crazy, but I think you get to your break even point.
If you push it to when?
Into August. I think you go Lanterns, Supergirl.
Changes. You got to get into a different season. If you just said, all right,
that's into August, right? September into August. That's a different season.
Yeah,
I know October is, but September is technically fall, correct? Am I right?
I would put that thing around Thanksgiving. Give people a reason to go see it. People gonna be off school. They're gonna be off work. You get the vacationers. You get the family trip.
All I'm saying,
I
Marcus,
put that thing right before the big movies that is coming on Christmas, the Odyssey, Dune,
get
and
the
all
hell
that
out of
stuff.
way. Get out of the way of Toy Story. That's all I'm caring. That's all I'm really saying.
Yeah,
You
get
right.
out of the way of Toy Story. Put some distance in between you and the summer, and get your lane right there at Thanksgiving. Is what I would
because
do.
I guess what could Warner Brothers replace Supergirl with?
Nothing.
What do they have?
Oh, you
coming?
mean what could they do? Like, oh, I mean, they could have done
what
a
do they have
Flash movie.
coming?
They could have done.
No, because like you said, it was already in production. What movies were already in
Okay.
production or finished that they could have
But they could have put in that slot. You mean like
Yeah.
replace Supergirl in that slot? Probably nothing. Lanterns is the TV show. Clayface. They wanted to come out in the fall for the horror crowd.
But they just need a Warner Brothers movie. They don't necessarily. It don't have to be a DC movie. They just need a Warner Brothers movie.
That's true.
They just need to
Possibilities
do
are
it.
endless. Anything.
Minions. Isn't Minions coming out this year? Could have been the Minions.
But because Minions came out, it didn't do too good.
The last one already came out.
Yeah, it didn't have the numbers. But I don't think. I think Minions is Paramount, right? I don't think that's Warner Brothers.
Minions. Oh wait, hold on, wait. Illumination.
Illumination. Yeah.
Illumination is Paramount.
Or DreamWorks. Is it Illumination? DreamWorks.
Universal.
Okay, Universal. Yep.
So then, no, I have no idea what they could have replaced it with.
I don't know.
So the news coming out of Nova is that Michael Waldron, according to the WGA directory, he's got this show called Nova from 2026 and 2027. Only one season. It's called a drama. That's the genre, not comedy. It's a drama. So
you see, they call
that,
Wonder Man a comedy.
Yeah, remember when
It
they
is a comedy.
when the actors get nominated for comedy next year. Just remember that
it wasn't trying to be
drama.
It wasn't trying to be a comedy.
I don't think so neither. But they had to find a lane for it.
That's why it's so funny, because it wasn't trying to be no comedy at all.
Michael Waldron did Doctor Strange 2. He did Loki, 2 seasons.
Did he do WandaVision?
He was supposed to. No, that's Jake Schreier. That's Jack.
I think Waldron did do.
Oh, he didn't. He didn't.
Did he do WandaVision?
That was. It just wasn't. I know who it was. I know the guy with the little blonde hair. Michael Waldron did Avengers, Kang Dynasty, and then when they added
Schaefer, not Schreier, Schaefer.
Thank you. When
and
they
Matt
added
Matt Shackman. My bad.
Matt, that's the one that was okay. Shackman.
That was the director. Okay.
Yeah.
So fucking Michael Waldron, right? He's in the bullpen. He's already been used and looks like he's sticking around. There's things that don't need to be explained. He knows where you keep the this and the that. Like he's there. Good. Keep him. Great. Awesome. It's terrific, right? I'm all for it. And he can do Nova, and things that don't need to be explained will be great. Why are the Russo brothers doing a Free Willy movie after these Avengers? Why are the Russos free to do Free Willy? Why can't they be locked up over at Marvel to dedicate their hours to X-Men and everything else MCU? How dare Kevin Feige?
I don't think it's Feige. I think Feige
they want to.
I think it's the Russos.
Maybe they want to make a Free Willy movie.
Yeah. Remember, Russos walked away from Avengers. It wasn't like Feige went on his knees, ready to go.
They made Electric State, did they not? That was the Russo brothers.
That was them.
Yeah, that was them. They wouldn't made other shit.
Money, and chill. Money don't always move creators.
There's enough money.
Don't always move creators.
There's enough money in the world to make
money
the
don't always move creators.
All right.
I think it was a big enough ask to get them to come back and right the ship that they're doing with Doomsday and Secret Wars, and that's ate up years of their lives, and will continue to do so even after Doomsday premieres.
Oh, so poor them.
Well, no, I don't feel bad for them, but if you put yourself in the position of a person who don't need it, like they don't need this,
right,
they don't need to come back
That's
and save Marvel.
They don't need the money.
Yeah, they don't need the money. They don't need. Go ahead.
They're not suffering. They're not. I gotta make a superhero movie. That's fun. That's actually something you want to do. And if you get paid a lot of money for it,
they want to do that though. That's what I'm getting.
The fact that they came back for Secret Wars and for Doomsday.
I think they came back because they sucked out there in the real world. That's why they came back.
No, they also
You said they
want
tried
to
to do their
this
own
stuff.
thing and it didn't work,
Yeah.
so they came back to the.
They've
the
tried
thing that
doing
worked.
things on their own. They came back to Marvel, and now they're
Right.
trying to do something on their own again.
Yeah, yes.
You just didn't pay them enough at Marvel.
You think that.
Yeah.
They think, all right, I take this time off. We get another W with Marvel. It's gonna be studios with checks who's gonna allow us to do another Electric State 2 or whatever the hell they want to do.
Please, God.
And yeah, you laugh. Remember, they also got the shows over at Prime. The Citadel. That's them too. The Citadel didn't do all that good. I like the Citadel, but they also did what it was the Green
Everything
Man.
All at
What was it
Once.
called with Gray Man? The Gray Man. They did the Gray Man.
Gray
also.
Man,
Gray
yeah,
was
Gray
pretty
Man.
dope.
I fucked with Gray Man.
Yeah,
Gray Man was
pretty
alright.
dope.
It was alright. Got to see Chris Evans as a bad guy. It was interesting.
Yeah, Gray Man was pretty dope. But yeah, they so they come back, they start feeling good about themselves again, and then they go off. Free Willy 2. Or 3. What would this be? 3?
3, I think.
You know what I'm saying? Why not?
Because I'm
You
gonna
can't
watch
lose to Free Willy.
Nova before I watch Free Willy.
Is
That's
Free
why.
Willy Disney? That's Disney, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Can
so
we
they
check in
still
on
in
this
house.
Nova series real fast? I know we having a dispute about the Russo brothers and whatnot, but I am actually my interest is peaked because when this was still a movie, right? I had my short list on who I wanted to shoot the movie. Top of the list was Michael Bay, but I was very intrigued
Michael Bay.
to do a Nova movie. Michael Bay on a Nova movie is just think about them panning shots with the little glimmer in the lens
Oh,
as Nova zooming by.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I
want
that's-
that. I
okay,
want
alright.
that. But I'm piqued by my interest because we've already shown up to Nova's home,
Mhm.
right? Nova has a role in a begotten era of Marvel or of comic books in general, right? Like we've
Yeah.
already kind of passed where Nova should have made his introduction. So that allows you to tell stories that are in continuity, but you
But
don't
before.
necessarily have to do the thing you don't want to do, which is making people do homework and you got to go see Nova before you see the next project because they be trying to not to do that shit. Okay, so y'all don't want to do it. Fine. This is a way to still tell a story that's in continuity because we've already probably seen Nova. That's a very interesting thing to me is to think that he's already been around and we can tell stories retroactively.
How do you market that? How do you market
The same way you've been marketing Doomsday,
It's a
heavy
Disney
on
Plus
the
show. What do you
Infinity
mean, how you
Saga
market it?
nostalgia.
It's a Disney Plus show. You give it $10 million like Wonder Man.
No,
and
he
then you
said
hope.
movie. I'm talking about movie, not the show.
If it was a movie, yeah, I would do
Because
the same way
the
they did
show gonna come
Doomsday.
and go. I believe the show gonna come and go. But a movie, I gotta market. Movie, I gotta get butts and seats.
Yeah, you need an A-lister for that, for Nova. And
What's-
you needed
what's
to
the
show up in
sale?
another movie too first. Like it's the same thing happened with Black Panther, right? He showed up in a movie 2 years ago. Kind of helped familiarize him.
Right. So how do you do that with Nova? That's what I'm getting at. Like, how do you do that with Nova?
I
How do you get him
would
to show up in a movie prior.
the same way that they've been leaning heavily on Endgame and Infinity War and the marketing for Doomsday. They've been bringing up those moments and showing you how certain things are going to fit in, like it's almost going to pick up off of Doomsday. You do that with Nova. You show, the
Eternals?
portals opening, or
Eternals 2?
no, I don't know if you go all the way to the Eternals. You might want to leave that shit alone. But like
I'm
you show
trying
the
to-
portals opening up. You show Thanos actually destroying what is the name of that
Nova
planet?
Prime.
What is that shit? Nova Prime. You know what I'm saying?
Xandar?
Yeah.
It wasn't. Was it Xandar?
Nova Prime
where
is
were the Guardians
I'm
at?
sorry,
when
he's
Guardians
Nova
won?
Prime. But you
Okay.
talk about the world is Chill said it. What's his name?
Xandar.
Xandar, yeah. That's
Yep. Show Thanos destroying Xandar. Show the scared little boy hiding in the corner while it's all going down, and then he gets into an escape pod somehow. Like you put those
Can't be a
chords
kid.
back
Can't be a
to
kid.
well, maybe not a kid. Well, a kid, not a little kid, but a
He got
younger
to be part
adult.
of the core.
Hey, Grogu at Order 66 with Ahmed Best Jedi. It's basically the same thing.
It could be that, or we could go blues route and make him a grown man, make him a rookie, make him a young little baby face, And he just
I'm
so
with that.
happened to survive.
Yeah. I'm with that.
I would have went to go see the Nova movie.
No, Nova was one of my favorite back in the day. One of the favorites. You know what I'm saying?
First comic I ever picked up had Nova in it.
Yeah,
It was a Spider-Man comic. It had Nova, Moon Knight, Spider-Man.
Was it the New Warriors in it? Was it New
I don't know
Warriors?
if it was a New Warriors book or not. I got it from a yard sale. They had a whole bunch of comic books still out there, and I had just so happened to see Spider-Man on there.
Nova, Star-Lord are similar. They both got that Gamora thing. But would Zoe Saldana come back? She doesn't need it. She come back, wear all that green on her face. I don't know.
To be with Nova? Ain't nobody got time for that. Find somebody else, brother.
I don't need her to come back for Nova. Nah, we don't need her. I think you do a whole new cast of characters. I think this is where you sneak in some Shire Empire type situations. You sneak in some go away, Jay. Jay always capable Wonder Man.
Welcome, Wonder Man here. We love Wonder Man. You love Wonder Man. How have they not already started to delve? And as much as we done been all up and through space, they ain't never ran into the Shi'ar Empire.
Man, not once.
Well, the X-Men properties belonged to another studio, so that explains the first 15 years, but not the last 10.
But we're talking about right.
The Shi'ar exclusively. They're exclusively X-Men.
Yeah,
characters?
I would think so.
Okay.
Yeah. But then at the same time, remember Dark Phoenix was supposed to be the villain of that was supposed to be a Shire Empire queen or something like that, and then they totally biffed it and turned it to whatever the hell that was. I don't even know what she was in that, but so I don't know how that property works with. Well, I do know that they are X-Men adjacent characters or whatever, but they should be able to show up now. I mean, it's easy. Sliding them into, you know what I'm saying? Something should be easy. It shouldn't be hard.
In all these damn Guardians movies, anytime, all the time the Guardians been out here, they should have ran into them at least once.
What's up, Darius?
Wagwan.
What's up? What's up, guys?
Hey,
what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, back to X-Men 97. I forgot. I wanted to address it was a chat up there. Yesterday, I said that Charles was talking bad about Apocalypse's mama, man. Did y'all catch that?
He sure was.
After he killed Magneto.
What a good decision it was to leave you.
I said, Charles, that's all you got, bro? Talk bad about this man's mama.
I wonder if she saw the evil in you.
Charles got beaten, then hit him with some yo mama jokes. That's crazy, man. Get Charles about here. Pack him up, man. He was getting tossed around the whole episode like a little rag doll, man. That was the funniest.
I will say I've been underwhelmed by Charles's performance for sure. Like for the world's strongest telepath, you would hope he could stand up a little, not necessarily one-on-one with Apocalypse, but god damn, fight back. Do something.
But they always downplay the telepaths until they need them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Jean, she fall out. Even Professor X do the shit, and it's always somebody at the other end that just sneak up on him and take. It's always that. It's always that until you need Charles to be like the most powerful telepath, and then it happens. So it's plot armor, I guess. It's plot armor. It's just funny to me the way he dog walked the whole team, turned into Apocalypse, dog walked them again. That was like crazy. Like, let's run the fade one more time. I got a whole new body. Let's run the fade again.
Let's do it again. Why? Yeah.
I don't want to run the fade again. No. But I do like
to live.
Who?
Magneto. I know when he threw that ship into that black hole, it survived. He was like, "Whoo, man! Thought I was out of here." Doom, 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 doom. I was.
That was a dope feat, though. That was a dope feat. I do like the power scaling that they're doing. Magneto, Storm, just even seeing Jubilee kick ass. Because I always want. I'm like, Jubilee.
She got a nice little thing.
Can she should be able to do some damage?
You know,
she ain't the strongest. What's up?
No. Finish. She's not the strongest.
Yeah, she ain't the strongest, but she should still be able to, for her level of character, she should still be able to do some damage to somebody. They just have her throw some fireworks and get out of the way. And I'm like, nah. World-class gymnast. She should have some decent fighting skills from kicking it with Wolverine for however long she was, you know what I'm saying, under Wolverine. Yeah. And then she got, I think they said she got like atom bombs in her hands, basically. But, you know.
You know what's keeping some of those scenes from mirroring what we see in things like Invincible? You know what the difference is? It's the soundtrack, man.
Oh, the soundtrack, yeah.
Like, do Disney not own any music? Or they cheap down, want to pay the licensing? Like the music.
That's a good question. I don't think Disney has ever really operated as a record label. That's a good question. Most, because Warner Brothers is a studio, Sony is a studio.
I know they don't sign artists, they sign young artists. They do sign.
Yeah, but you're not finna put Raven Simone as your soundtrack. Like, I don't think
no. I'm saying though, like
Cheetah Girls ain't getting it popping.
Maybe you would be buying some catalogs out here, the music for them to use or repurpose or whatever. But yeah, no, the soundtrack is a bit, when it's not the fabled X-Men score or something like that. Is
throw that Hannah Montana on, dog. Let's get it. I feel you. I feel what you're saying. I don't know. I don't know what the score. I think. Do you think it's hurting them though? Because they don't have.
I think if I had to compare those two shows, that would be the most stark difference. Is when Mark is going through his little montages, really in the beginning of the seasons when they're setting the table, they kind of show you what you missed, trying to catch you up on the characters. Those montages hit a little bit harder just because of the soundtrack's a little better.
Okay, I feel that.
I think it would have helped also with some of the pacing I was feeling in the first 3 episodes. First 3 episodes, we wasn't trying to stop and explain or talk about shit. It was pedal to the metal. 4th episode, they slowed it, but the reason why the 4th was so good is because they slowed it down a bit. They gave you a little bit of exposition here. We kind of dug into the Apocalypse character. Yeah. We had the conflict between the X-Men and whether or not they even thought that they should be doing what they was doing. They tried to leave and go back home. The whole time they could have left.
They didn't want to listen to the black man. They did not want to listen to the black man, Marcus. I said that. Yeah, I said, look, if you would have listened to the black man, everything would have been, Magneto would have still been here, but y'all ain't want to listen.
Magneto, he stole the fucking band and destroyed it and made it so that they had to go to the goddamn temple. We'd have jaded him. Right then and there. That's what I was about to say.
Man, they should have went up aside. They should have jawed it right then and there.
Like to hell with you ain't got to deal with Insab and we about to jay you, old man. What's wrong with you? Playing games. You have no idea how this is supposed to go. Like, I guess I commend him for trying to take the altruistic path, but like it also was a bit of a folly. No, Magneto.
Oh,
for at least trying.
I would have shot Magneto, left his ass there and left and took everybody and went home, man.
And took everybody else.
Yeah.
Tell him Apocalypse did it.
What happened? Hey, Apocalypse, man.
Apocalypse got him. Got him.
That what I would
got him.
Tripped him up as soon as you try to get in the portal, to trip him up or something. Like, nah, man, you can't come.
Blue, I heard you say earlier. I don't need to go into. You guys already talked about all that episode stuff. I thought it was a good episode. It was definitely the best one of this so far that we've seen. But everybody said that. The people that got to see the first 4 episodes first said, "Hey, that 4th one, the 3rd and the 4th. The 4th is the best one." Blah 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 blah. However, Blue, I heard you say earlier, we don't need Bo, brother.
We don't need him,
brother. But Bo wrote those 2 episodes. Those were the 2 episodes that Bo DeMayo.
3 and 4.
3 and 4. That's his work. Now they stripped season 2 down to the bare bones, but or episode 3 and 4. That's why I said, okay, hold on. Let's rewind. Remember when everybody was the special people got to see the first 4 episodes? Look it up. Remember whenever the first few people got to see those first 4 episodes. And they all came out and said, hey, episodes 1 and 2, yeah, we're good, but 3 and 4 were fantastic. I remember saying, I don't know if it was on our stream or my own individual stream, I said, hey, that's concerning that they said 1 and 2 were, but 3 and 4 because I was like, because 3 and 4 are written by Bo. So what is
And
5, 6, 7, and 8 gonna look like?
I'm not gonna
two
lie.
writers
I'm
on
not
that.
gonna lie, Blue. The one
two
thing
writers on
that I even before I just knew that, I said the pacing in those first couple episodes was real. It was real fast. They was moving at breakneck speed,
I
and then
see
all
that.
of a
Yeah, he
sudden
did
we
three
get
and
in
four.
episode 4, and
Him
it
and
seems
Alex
a little bit
Peretti or
more
somebody.
control. You know, we got a little bit more. We ease in the gas pedal. We not floored down to the goddamn floor. We got time to talk about shit, and it was still exciting.
Hey, I look. I get if he. Hey, I didn't know it. Okay, Bo. Okay.
Listen, I am no Bo lover. You all know that.
I still don't think we need him.
But I'm gonna call it.
You make Bo lover sound like a slur. I am no Bo lover.
I listen.
I ain't no dirty Bo lover.
We all know my thoughts on his work outside of pen to paper. The walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, Aflac is a motherfucker. That nigga can write. He can write.
No, he can't write. He can write. He can write.
He understands these
can write.
characters.
Did somebody tell him to ease off of the self-insertion though?
You know what? Although he self-inserted whatever type of stuff in there, I don't know if it's just
and I'm not saying that was bad. I'm not saying that was bad.
I don't think. I mean, besides Magneto being in a Speedo, which really wasn't bad. I just think it was a reflection of yourself.
Speedo.
But the people were coming out saying that episode 4 was, you know, I know it's Bo's work. It's still for me not bet because some people were saying it was better than Genosha episode season 1. I'm like,
I wouldn't.
no.
I think it's a different.
No.
I think it's a different hit because I saw some people try to compare it to the Gambit. I'm like, nah, because this was Gambit won. Even though he passed, he won. You know what I'm saying? Like he won. This was about them losing, and I don't think you get the same gut punch because Magneto died and they lost. You know what I'm saying? Because they lost.
Well, did he win though? Because they look how much they lost at Genosha. Like,
Damn it!
they
How
lost.
many?
Yeah, but think
Yeah,
about
they lost.
but they lost a lot. But they could have lost a lot more of Gambit
A lot more.
if the Cajun Tupac wouldn't have came through. They would have lost
Remember
a lot
it.
more, man. A lot more. So, and I think we was kind of seeing a lot of things through Gambit's eyes those first couple of episodes. Anyway, I think that's what it was because we were so attached to Gambit, and I think that's why they did that to take him away from you. You know what I'm saying? Let you get attached to him, take him away.
Just like Storm.
Nah, you didn't get attached to Storm. When she wasn't there long enough to get attached. What you talking about? She wasn't there long
Winds
enough.
of winter,
She
guide
lost
me.
some powers. What, the first episode? They
Yeah.
sat on the bench, took her off the bench, but then had a, you know what I'm saying? They didn't let her dribble the ball. They didn't let her, you know what I'm saying? It was horrible for Storm, man.
Now, one more thing I want to go back to. You were saying about the transition from animation.
From who?
You went mute.
You still
You're muted.
You
Your
muted.
microphone. You said one more thing about when we transition to animation. I'll just say what he was gonna say. Yo, this is Darius from Planet Fanatics. You already know. Wolverine's gonna eat a dick.
That's T'Challa's ass walking around the room as if, like, I don't know why he does that shit. He really irritates me. Sit your ass down.
Them cats, boy, them cats is they.
No, not the cats. The cats aren't allowed in my studio. That's T'Challa's big ass, who's not about to be allowed in here either.
Oh, you got a dog named. I thought you had
yeah.
a cat named T'Challa. You got a dog, okay.
Yeah, no, I have 9 cats and 2
You were
dogs.
gonna say the transition to animation.
Now, the transition to animation for X-Men, if they don't copy and paste that formula and they continue with this MCU formula that they've got going, I don't know if, I don't know how much is changing after Secret Wars. Everybody's like, oh, it's a reboot. That doesn't mean it's, I don't know. Not how much is changing for their formula. But if they continue with this MCU formula, and they continue with this whole, hey, we don't want to start with Jean, Scott, Storm, Wolverine, which is stupid as fuck to me. But if you don't do that, or if you're continuing to do that formula, your X-Men, I feel like that's it. If you fail with the X-Men, I'm not saying people are leaving the MCU, but your numbers drop drastically. People are still going to view the MCU. But I feel like a lot of people are just like, I'm still here for the X-Men, but if they fuck this up.
I think if you fuck up with the X-Men, that's the last thing that people have to look forward to. Like, we've been doing Avengers for so long, and now that's encompassed so many other like adjacent heroes, from Deadpool to Doctor Strange to Fantastic Four, Black Panther. We've drawn so much in around the guys of the Avengers. The only thing that's really missing out of this is the mutants. And so if you
And I
fuck
think
up with
they
the
stayed
mutants, where do you go from there?
And I think a lot of people rode the train for the X-Men. Like, they've been riding, hanging on this long for the X-Men.
Try to get to the X-Men.
Yeah, I think.
So isn't the Thunderbolts director doing the X-Men movie?
Yeah, he failed
As
up.
of now.
He
Yep,
failed
as of
up.
now.
Some people like the way that the Thunderbolts went.
It made $300 million.
I like the
Not enough
Thunderbolt,
people like the way it
But
went.
the quality of the movie, like
No,
entertainment,
it's a good quality. I don't think he's the right director for the X-Men, though.
Well,
I
was
don't
he
think
very
X-Men aren't. They're not a kooky band of misfits. That ain't what the X-Men are. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even going. I'm straight up saying, if you are going to be steward of the most important franchise in the whole umbrella at this point, like it's more important than Avengers, considering how Avengers has gone
right.
in this later stages of the MCU. If you can't produce, like if you are not a proven box office draw, why exactly? Like, it had better be the most art. It better be something artistically that lasts for generations. If it don't also make some money for you to be able to stand on it and be like, oh, but it's quality. Yeah, no, man, I'm not trying to hear that. This is the X-Men. We need you to sell.
And then y'all think that y'all said the Feige has not learned from the Supergirl debacle and everything that was prior to that with even with Thunderbolts and Captain America.
I think he needs to know about Supergirl making a little bit of money, but just to know, okay, we're still in murky waters, but we're in murky waters because of Brave New World and some of the other, like the last 6 years. So he knows.
You saying Feige is in murky water? Say that again.
No, Feige knows the appetite for Marvel and DC. The appetite is low. He knows that. Supergirl isn't the wake up moment. Supergirl is just like further confirmation we're still not out of that hole.
Yeah,
what
but
does
then
Supergirl have to do with Kevin Feige?
Well, no, we're talking about the overall landscape of just comic book failures. Because I was saying Supergirl, I was saying Captain America, Brave New World, and Thunderbolts. Oh, and Fantastic Four. Like, you've had these movies come that just didn't produce. And then I was saying that, and the reason I brought that up is because Jake Schreier now fails upward to, like Marcus says, herald the greatest superhero group of all time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I just was answering to Darius because he was asking about if they can do it, if they what they need to do is match what happened in animation, do it in the film. So I'm like, okay, does this Jake Schreier guy give you the hope or any inclination that he will do what X-Men 97 is, but do it in the movies?
Absolutely not.
I think they got people on payroll over there. I think they got like three directors on payroll, and that's who you're gonna get rolled in and out. That's what I believe.
I don't think anybody currently at Marvel Studios, and y'all can say I'm putting them on a pedestal all you want to. I don't really give a damn.
Don't say the Russos. They leaving to go do Free Willy, man.
I'm not talking about Joe and Rick or whatever. Joe and Randy, or who is it? Joe and Anthony.
Joe and Anthony.
I'm talking about Mr. DeMeo. Now I know he's not there anymore. But currently at Marvel Studios, there's nobody that I think could handle. I mean, when you have the little writer that they've got now, and I don't mean to call him little to belittle him. The writer that they currently have now saying on the red carpet when they got asked about the X-Men that they don't want to really go into this the mutant hate
Wong
conflict
Lee, I think was his
between
name. The Asian
something
dude.
like
You talking about
that.
the Asian
Yeah,
guy?
the Asian dude.
Yeah.
They don't want to go into the conflict between the mutants and the. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, they failing already. If they saying if with him
Like,
saying
what
that,
are we talking about?
Yeah,
What are we
they done
talking about?
already-
What are you gonna do? What
they
you
already
gonna
burnt
do?
their house down while they was on the inside of it. They already done.
What you gonna do? Mutant hijinks? It's gonna be a
Right.
mutant Scooby Doo.
Why
I don't
like why you even got the mutants if you're not doing that? I just don't understand that. That's what I don't understand.
His explanation, and not verbatim, was that basically we've seen that, and they want to go
Yeah, we
deeper.
want to
into-
see it again. And again and
Wanna keep
again
seeing
and
it. Like,
again.
that's-
But no
that-
matter
that's
how many
basically
times we
what it's
see
doing.
it, no matter how many times we see
Remix
it, it is literally a part of the X-Men's DNA.
Yeah.
Like wherever in time they go, however far into the future they go, no matter what, hate always plagues the X-Men, mutants. So
I
the
mean-
fact that you are trying to take that very big aspect out of it, I mean, some of Magneto's best fucking dialogue comes from the shit he says about wanting to squash humans but not doing it because of what Charles told him.
Charles.
Charles.
I'm with you there. I don't understand not doing that. It's like, but this goes back to you claim that you're a fan, but then don't want to do the things that made this IP or this franchise what it is. I would never understand that. I will never understand.
Let's get into less complaining about X-Men and Marvel and movies they haven't done yet, which are gonna suck, but more about Mr. Terrific at the Hollywood Reporter during this Supergirl. See what really happened was this, and it underperformed, but it's still a good movie. They let something slip that Mr. Terrific is in active development. Is it a movie? No, it's a TV series. It's fine. Okay, not ideal. Of course, you want the movie, but a terrific TV show is coming. I'm not thrilled. I'm not disappointed either. I'm like, oh, I hope it's good. And I'm gonna be hopeful about it because I got to see that character again. Him getting a TV show only helps him. It would help more with the movie, but let's see what they got. Look, it's not a race swap, right? It's actually authentic. It's terrific. Let's go.
They need an out of work actor as his sidekick. You know what I'm saying? Who's also a terrorist. There you go. There you
Doing
go.
some shades of Wonder Man. I'm rooting for this project, man. I want to see it come out. I want to actually see it get made. So we can review it. I think unfortunately it's perpetuating some of the same problems that have already persisted with James Gunn. And it's like you can't even root for him when you want to, because we've been doing so much of the shit that nobody wanted to see, that now you are, honestly trying to pitch a newer character, or at least trying to introduce a comic character to the general audiences. But now you spent all your currency. You spent your currency on projects that haven't come out, or projects that have come out that have had meh reception, and so now we 3 going on 4 years into this thing, we've posted a Superman that underperformed, a Supergirl that's going to bomb. We'll see what happens on
Not gonna bomb, has bombed.
Yeah, it has bombed.
They're pulling it tomorrow or next week or something like that.
That joint about to be on digital on July 28th. It's going to be on digital this month.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. That's insanity. On digital the same month you premiere. Excuse
That
me.
means that
the universe.
it must have worked for Superman, which came to digital really quickly. They said because you have to watch Peacemaker, so you hurry up. It's on digital, but whatever.
Well, Superman
I think
didn't even get on digital
that show
fast.
ain't the case for Supergirl.
No.
Because the movie came out 2 weekends ago. Now they say,
I was about
hey,
to say it came out this month.
It was I like 2 weekends better. It was 2 weekends ago. It was 2 weekends ago.
That's like Badlands level bad. It's like you making
Okay,
type of shit.
but for them to put it on digital and repeat what they did with Superman must mean that the decision to make Superman go to digital really quickly meant they made more money with that than
No,
leaving it.
No,
Chill.
you can't make more money
No.
with digital
No,
over.
no,
movies.
chill. No, chill.
I'm at chill. I'm gonna have to show you I did a whole breakdown on the money making machine, and yeah, they can. A movie that bombs that hard will only make between 15 to 20 million on digital, and that's if people really want to go back and watch it. 15 to 20 million. You're not making no money that's gonna make a dent into how much you lost.
We don't even have to get it.
I mean,
It's not,
can I
there's
just
not
say that I
as much-
disagree with what Blue just said?
well,
Go ahead.
it's math. There's not as much direct for purchase transaction on the digital side.
It's
of
not.
It.
Yeah, I did
You're,
the whole.
you're dealing with subscription based purchases at this point now, mostly,
Well,
and then
Marcus,
some
I broke it.
rentals.
I broke it down from PVOD, which
Mhm.
means you actually renting or buying.
You rent
I
and then they're
did
buying
that
it. Yep.
first.
Mhm.
Then I went into stream. There's no money in streaming, none whatsoever. None. Not normally when it, and then they do. So Supergirl's probably gonna get a package deal. What's gonna happen is they're gonna say, "Hey, Prime, if you want Supergirl, Netflix, if you not Netflix, they're not gonna send to Netflix. What's the other? Peacock. If y'all want
Yeah.
these things, you also have to get Superman, or you also have to get this. They do these bundles with it. So Supergirl will end up being the third or fourth in the trade piece. If you get what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? They start doing these trade bundle deals. So whatever the highest selling, let's say Sinners came out this year. Sinners was a big thing, right? So they'd be like, okay, Prime, you can get Sinners, but if you want Sinners, you got to take Supergirl. So Supergirl won't even make no money because the money will go to Sinners and Supergirl will just be in tow. You see what I'm saying?
No, I see what you're saying. So basically, by putting Supergirl on digital really quickly, it will
Mhm.
make them less money, and they want to make less money.
No, it'll make them. It's not that they'll make less money. It's I need to
It
make
is.
some money, but it won't. If
Okay.
if I keep this theatrical run, I'm gonna end up losing more money than I will be able to make because I'm
Oh.
It's
getting
a
more.
concession.
No, I think
It's a
you're
concession.
saying exactly what my point is now. I got it, Blue.
You're conceding.
PVOD, I'm
You're
getting
conceding.
They get 80% of the haul with PVOD. 80 to 90% of the haul.
Okay.
But but you understand that is the only direct way that you can purchase the film at that point, and it pales in comparison to actual like ticket sales.
Mhm.
It's not comparable. So when you are moving it from a place where people can walk up and see your movie any day of the week to a video on demand library, you are exponentially shrinking the audience, number one.
It's households buying it now instead of people.
And then also you're also accepting the fact that you are going to make inherently less money because it's digital versus in person. Pay your dollar to sit down and see the movie sales.
Merch goes away. As soon as it bombs, guess what they do on that shelf at Target and Walmart and wherever.
Clearance.
They clear
Wakanda
they clear
forever,
that shelf out.
child.
Like I did a whole video on it, chill. Whole video on how Supergirl is dead in right now. It's dead in the war. There's nothing they can do about it.
I would just like to say, I did call this for all of you that were rah-rah-ree Supergirl kicker in the knee. I said that this shit was gonna fail. I said it was gonna fail. I said this shit was gonna fail. And it's gonna fail on digital. It's gonna fail if no one's picking up a copy. I mean,
Now, what about those Supergirl trading cards?
nah.
I don't think
Nah.
it fails on digital, Darius.
Oh, I
Because
do.
what's a win and what's a failure on digital? Let me ask you this: what's a win and what's a failure? First, before I say.
I think the fact that it's going to digital tomorrow is a failure.
No, it's already. So what I'm saying, Darius, it's already failed. It's got the
Mhm.
big F. Now that it's in digital, what is its barometer on digital? What does it? What is it?
A
supposed
Nelson's
to do on
rating
digital?
place. It get top 10 in the Nelson ratings for like a
Yeah.
week. If,
And
yeah,
it ain't
if,
getting
if
that.
it peaks in the Nelson ratings for a week, they'll be like, "Oh my God, look how everybody wants to see Supergirl." I guess just not in the theaters.
It's not peaking in Nelson. It's not peaking in anybody's current tabs. It's not peaking in anything. Nobody's looking for Supergirl, and it's not the character. I've said this before. It's not the IP. It is simply wrong time, right character,
It's the
wrong time.
character. I think it's the character.
Is Mr.
I-
Terrific the right character at the wrong time?
I think he's
It's a
still
TV
going
show,
to get
less risk.
It is less risk, but I still think I think some people might actually tune into Mr. Terrific because people really liked him in Superman. But you know, I have to agree with what's going around right now about Man of Tomorrow. I don't think that's gonna do good. So when you think about Man of Tomorrow, and that's a theater film, you think about Mr. Terrific, you think about, I think Lanterns is gonna do substantially well for them. I think all this shit outside of Lanterns that is announced right now fails. I didn't think that about Man of Tomorrow 2-3 weeks ago. Last week I didn't.
Clayface too.
I've been saying.
Clayface.
Listen,
he don't
Clayface.
like. He been saying Clayface.
Clayface, bitch, shit on Clayface. You gotta try hard to fail.
I don't think it's going to fail because it cost a happy meal to make. So I don't think it's going to fail. But money-wise, reception-wise, I just still don't see people giving a hoot and a holler if Batman doesn't show up. I just don't. But that's just me.
But I don't think that's the win that they looking for, Darius, when it comes to Clayface. I don't think the win is what you're looking for in Clayface.
So,
I think the win for them is money.
And this is just what ifs right now because we don't know what Man of Tomorrow. Let's hypothetically speak and say Man of Tomorrow doesn't do well. I know Clayface comes out before Man of Tomorrow. Man of Tomorrow doesn't do well. Let's say I know I'll bet every figure in this room Jimmy Olsen show doesn't do well.
I don't think Jimmy Olsen coming as soon as what people are saying. I don't think it's coming.
I think it's coming pretty soon. They're already talking about who's playing Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I still don't think it's coming as soon. And what I mean by that soon, I think next year sometime.
Oh yeah,
end of next year, maybe.
Yeah. I'm gonna say summer.
See, I don't think summer. I don't think
summer.
Be a
hard show to shoot. No, it shouldn't be a hard show to shoot because this who you not going to. You're not doing any Batman villain, so you're not going to do Brainiac because Brainiac's going to be in the next movie. So that's another throwaway, right? Outside of Lex Luthor and Gorilla Grodd, how many villains do you actually think that they're going to stuff into this thing?
Into Jimmy Olsen?
Yeah.
I don't know. From my understanding, it's just Jimmy and Gorilla Grodd.
So now, but the synopsis of the show was a look at villains. It was like a docu-series about villains through Jimmy Olsen.
Is that what it is? I thought maybe it was him interviewing Gorilla Grodd. Look, man, I'm with Darius. I don't think they should do a Jimmy Olsen. I don't know why that's happening.
Gorilla Grodd.
I don't know why that's happening. You know, Jimmy Olsen was dope in the show, huh?
Even if interviewing Gorilla Grodd, see, I mean, but when you think about, that's not
a reporter, right?
You're right. You're right. Exactly, Blue. That's my point. So I take it back to what are we doing with the Gorilla Grodd?
I thought it was like a what's the Silence of the Lambs type, you know what I'm saying? But he's instead of it Hannibal Lecter's Gorilla Grodd. Maybe there's a serial killer.
Okay, I see.
I'm thinking it's something like that. That's what I thought it was.
The synopsis said a docu-series, a true crime docu-series, directed by Jimmy Olsen.
Nah, that ain't coming. That's not coming. That ain't coming.
That shit's
not coming, Darius. It's not coming.
That shit's coming. Because
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
This SDCC that's coming. What is it? Next week? Next week.
They not even going, bro. They not going.
Are.
No, the Lanterns.
They just set up a Lanterns training center.
But I think that's just Lanterns. I don't think the DCU has a presence.
DCU is not going. James Gunn already said he's not going. They said it was because of money.
What?
So
the man said it was a money thing. He said, "Are we strapped for money right now, dog? Our pockets."
Maybe they were banking on Supergirl. Maybe Supergirl was about to pay their SDCC ticket.
All right, you got.
These are the points. I hope people that have been going against me, and I know, hey, people keep telling me, let me cook. We're only 2 movies in, blah 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 blah. I hope people.
But this ain't cooking though. He ain't even in the kitchen.
I know. I've been saying that, Blue. I hope people that have been going against me are really in the chat and watching right now.
But
because
I saw him in the kitchen though. I saw him there personally. This is he done stepped out. The shoe chef done stepped in or something. I don't know.
What?
Something. How you not at San Diego Comic-Con? How you not there?
He just gonna see the ground tomorrow. He just gonna give it back to him.
Because I said last week, I think when we were talking about this, I said they need to have a jaw-dropping presentation to compete with what Marvel's going to show. And the fact that they're not going to be there and they're just going to give Lantern stuff, that You want to know why they're not going to be there? Because
up,
he
Tina?
doesn't have anything. What he's got is what was he going to come out at SDCC with Jimmy?
They better make up some shit.
Man, you better put Kyle Chandler on your right.
Yeah.
You better put Aaron Pierre on your left.
Pierre.
Both of y'all suit up
You
and
better
walk
bring
out
out
with me.
Corn Sweat. You
I just
better
don't want to
bring-
think in the box of SDCC is the place, like Hall H is the place. They might have some other sort of let's energize the fans idea. It's possible. I'm just saying.
They are in the middle of an acquisition. For one thing, they're in the middle of an acquisition. You need to be balls to the wall to make this thing work. You coming off a catastrophe. I don't want to call it catastrophic, but for that was a catastrophic failure. You coming off of that, you gotta put your army boots on, go get your AR. You gotta get ready. You gotta go to war. It's time to go to war now, man. You can't.
And the best TV show he can do is Mr. Terrific. Coming out of the success of the appearance in the movie,
That's
the
not
best
enough.
TV show is not Jimmy Olsen.
I think we're still missing it. The best thing he could fucking do is the league.
That's not
That's
enough.
the best thing he could do.
You gotta get up there.
He's sitting here failing because Superman wasn't a win. I don't care how you flip it, spin it, pop it, pop it. It wasn't a win. Supergirl's not a win. Clayface, money-wise, will be a win because of what it costs to make. But we are still sitting here talking about, well, Mr. Terrific. And if he does this, he's failing because, and I don't care about the Snyderverse. So don't compare, well, the Snyderverse. He's failing because he's not doing Wonder Woman. We're not talking about Barry. We're not talking about Arthur. We're not talking about Martian Man. We are talking about obscure characters that he cares about. And I think he thinks because I made this work with Guardians, I can make all obscure characters work. It doesn't work that way. We want the big, I don't want to say we because there are some people in here that are like, hey, I'm cooking with Jimmy. I want the big guns. I know I'm not alone.
He was cooking for a minute. Like you know what I'm saying?
We were never cooking.
He was
we
cooking.
Were never
Superman he cooked Superman. Superman was good.
I like Superman. Superman was good, but I wouldn't say we're still cooking because
that shit in the microwave.
Peacemaker.
He still cooked it. Microwave, grill, he cooked it.
He put that shit in the microwave.
He cooked it. The thing is, and this is what he should have said, possibly from the beginning. Hindsight 2020, I get it. Maybe he should have said, "Hey, I'm concentrating on the super family." He kind of went that way in a little bit, but he didn't say, "I'm gonna just do." He should just come out and say, "Super family." Everything else is up for grabs. But see, when he did the Gods and Monsters thing, that's what got people into, okay, you doing Gods and Monsters, but where I ain't seen not one god nor monster.
Only monster was in the first 10 minutes of Superman.
Gods and monsters.
You see what I'm saying?
He just out there saying stuff.
But that's why SDCC would matter at this moment in time at this junction. That's why it would matter.
Yeah. Because
in order to right the ship, you got to get up there and right the fucking ship
and do something, right?
And
like,
man,
fight back, say something, dude. They talking about, oh, he's saving Clayface for New York Comic-Con. Saving it.
New York Comic-Con ain't even, come on, man. New York Comic-Con,
man. US,
he's going out like Rocky when Clubber Lang beat.
So the only thing that he could do, because we're again, he's saving Clayface for New York Comic-Con. Is he gonna tell us that Batman's in the motherfucker? Because there's nothing you can do on that stage that is bolster Clayface to make people go, "Oh my god, I can't wait."
That is such a good point, Darius. That's such a good point. That's how I know all of this Wonder Woman casting. Oh, we done found a Batman. It's all bullshit. Maybe they looking at him. Maybe they've been in talks, but nothing's been signed. No pen has been put to paper, or else we be taking our ass to SDCC. If we had a Batman and or a Wonder Woman, we'd be taking our ass to SDCC.
Yeah, no. So they need to be faxing contracts over right now.
Like, fam, what are we doing? Like, are you doing this or not?
Emailing PDFs right now. Like, what are we talking about?
Are you doing it or not? You gonna be Bruce Wayne or not? Because I ain't about to sit around and wait on you. You gonna be Diane Prince or not?
You got Matt Reeves building out his universe, talking about poison. Well, this is coming from James Mackwell, so grain of salt. But talking about a Poison Ivy show over there in the Matt Reeves universe.
No, I believe Matt Reeves is doing that. I told y'all Matt Reeves and Gunn is that I don't know why y'all ain't believe me. Matt Reeves want Gunn's spot. He wanted it from the jump.
I believe it. I believe from the very beginning, Reeves told Gunn to fuck you. I'm not mixing my universe with whatever the fuck you just pitched to me. I'm not doing that.
Reeves is like the authority. Let's get
Tina
over
Marvel
there.
ain't come with that hammer.
Over there.
Tina love her some Marvel, but Tina Marvel does not come with that hammer. Spider-Man is coming. I don't. That Doomsday. I don't know about
Matt Reeves is probably
makes
like
me
the
the
biggest
maddest
problem
about all of this. This makes me the maddest about all this. Is that the ineptitude that's coming out of DC right now makes Marvel look like they king.
It
And
do,
Marvel,
don't it?
Marvel can't go to the bathroom without pissing on their toes. So it's
What?
like
Tripping all
damn,
over they shit.
you about to let the losers look like the heroes because you won't do the shit. You won't do the shit.
I said the same thing.
Maybe Matt Reeves is to blame.
Time to strike.
I look at Matt Reeves. I look at whatever reason he has for not being able to do Batman 2, and I look at his, let's call it the sickness, for lack of we don't really know. But 2022, his movie comes out, Batman Part 1. We're gonna do a Part 2, and it's still not out yet. If it had been out yet, there would be no reservations on whether or not you're going to use Batman or not. Batman would appear in Clayface, no problem. Maybe the second idea for a movie isn't Supergirl and it is Batman. I look at Matt Reeves and his delay because of whatever his personal reasons are. I wish him the best. I look at that as like, James Gunn kind of has a problem, but doesn't change the fact that he's doing a Mr. Terrific TV show, and it's something like straight out of the movie I would have loved to see and hear. It's good to know that it's in development. Obviously, that means like Naruto has been in development, right? For like since 2 years ago when they announced it, right? So it's going to take a long time to get that TV show. But what James Gunn does here with Terrific, I'm like 2 thumbs up on.
So
not if you don't have a foundation to stand on. And right now you got you built it on the swamp. You building a foundation on the swamp, right? Like that's what's really going on. Superman was supposed to be your foundation, and then you didn't. You haven't laid down more concrete or whatever. It's shaky. It's real shaky. So Mr. Terrific, huh?
What's Supergirl and Mr. Terrific and Jimmy Olsen? That's
Supergirl was a wall. The foundation wasn't finished, and they put a door up.
Okay.
So with Reeves, to your point on Reeves, James Gunn was hired in what 22? In 2022? Okay, isn't that when the Batman came out?
When did Black Adam come out?
2022 has 12 months.
When did Black Adam come out?
My point is that they hired a studio executive as he's making the movie. So like it's not like him getting Batman 2 out faster would have stopped James Gunn's hiring. He would have always had to have dealt with James Gunn.
I'm not saying that it stopped his hiring. I'm just saying that it's taking him 5 years to do a movie. We're going.
But how would that have changed the circumstances, though? Even if he makes it faster, he still would have had
to make it worse. I think it makes it worse
because Batman is on ice.
But if we don't want Batman in the same universe with James Gunn's stuff, what difference does it make? Like if I'm not on board with making my Batman being your universe Batman, what difference does it make how fast I make the Batman movie? I don't want to be connected to your stuff. That's the problem.
Batman ain't on ice, chill. Batman is on ice for James, for Jimmy. It ain't on ice for Matt.
Okay. So if James Gunn wanted to do 2 Batman movies, like one that Matt Reeves is doing and then one that he's doing.
That's what I thought we were doing.
On the same year? No, he said
it would have happened. If that was the case, that's what I've been trying to tell y'all. We kept saying, hey, the audience will understand. Matt Reeves is Batman, James Gunn Batman. The audience will understand. We kept saying it, right? The audience will understand how hard. Then James Gunn come out and say, oh man, it's kind of hard to kind of do this. I got to do a 50-year-old Batman. I got to do this. Every excuse in the book to not do a Batman, right? But here come Matt Reeves after, if you want to say he had an illness or whatever, his personal situation coming along, chugging along with his Batman. Want to know why? Because they believe in Matt Reeves and his Batman, and he has the trump card when it comes to Batman. He is the Batman guy right now, not James Gunn. I don't even know if James Gunn want to do a Batman. I really don't.
Matt Reeves is the Batman guy, and he should have been the Batman guy with the Batman sequel 4 years ago.
He is the Batman guy with the Batman sequel.
You know what? You're talking about the stretch of time from which I do agree with you a little bit on time. I always say I think it's, however, anytime an outlet, whether it be Deadline, Variety, or even a Scoop, gets shared about anything for the Batman 2, it gets way more buzz online. I know y'all don't like to compare the buzz online as a metric, but it is. The buzz online for it gets way more attention than anything James announces. Wait, because people are so regardless of it in 4 or 5 years, I don't think that hurts the Batman 2 at all. At all. Especially when that trailer dropped. Man, they put a picture. The first picture that we saw for the Batman 2 was Matt Reeves' picture from the director's seat, and it was of the camera and some snow falling. Everybody went crazy.
Yep.
Of snow.
Second picture was the
Is
clapper.
it because it's Matt Reeves, or is it because Batman's a very popular character? And
No, it's because people
both.
started. Yeah, it's exactly. It's It's exactly that, Chill. It's because it's Batman. It's because
Batman.
it's one of the main reasons we are all even connected to Gotham. Do you go to Gotham for Clayface? Because I sure the fuck don't.
I go for Selena Kyle myself, but you know.
So I'm just like,
She ain't coming
so
back either.
people went crazy over that snow picture. So anything that he does with Batman is getting. But if James were to say something about Batman, it'd get the same reception. But when you're sitting here telling us, hey, you're looking at the dude from 21 Jump Street as Gorilla Grodd, we don't give a fuck. We don't care.
Like, why wouldn't you even? You can't even go find a serious actor. Like, not the dude isn't a serious actor. Let me not say serious actor, but like someone with a regal premise or a presence, somebody with a air of intelligence around them. You know what I mean? You looking for he played the professor who turned into a werewolf in the Harry Potter series. Somebody like that, or I don't know who you want to dress up and play like a gorilla, but that wouldn't have been my first cast. It just wouldn't have been my first guy to go.
But you know what, Marcus? When I saw his name, I said, you know what? For this series, that fits.
I ain't even. Who is this guy? I don't even know this guy.
He was in 22 Jump Street. He was in some other movies. Some like spoof teen like movies.
So he's like a comedic actor type.
He's always the dumb guy in the movie. No matter what, he's the big dumb jock.
Maybe,
and that's who they got as Gorilla Grodd.
I ain't the big dumb jock. I'm the smart gorilla.
You know.
And another thing too, Chill. The Batman is going to cannibalize anything that James Gunn puts out. That's the bad thing.
Oh my God. Sure, yeah, but like my problem, or what I really want to talk about, is how Matt Reeves took this long to do the movie, and he's kind of putting us in this position right now.
But what if it was worse off? Like, what if he rushed it out and it wasn't a good movie, and now we're stuck with shitty Batman version from Matt Reeves and non-existent one from James Gunn?
It could still be bad, Marcus.
Every movie
it could be, but I'd rather you take the time that you need to take to make it.
True.
I don't think it's time that he needs to make it. I think it's time because health problems. From everything I saw on the internet,
it's not as if Batman doesn't already exist, since James says video games, trading cards, movies, everything is connected in our universe. It's not as if Batman doesn't already exist in this universe. You saw him for 2.5 seconds in Creature Commandos.
Oh, you're talking about the 3.7 seconds.
Is that the name of the show, Creature Commandos?
Creature Commandos. Yeah.
You saw him in that show. So Batman exists in the universe. At first I was like, and I still don't think you need to have two Batman going in 1 year. Two Batman movies at the same time, rather. Two Batman movies at the same time. You can at first I was like, don't do them in the same year, spread. If James needs to expeditiously get Batman out. Like very, very quickly.
Is Matt Reeves filming his Batman right now?
Yeah. It's in production right now.
Good.
Yeah.
Right.
We're almost there then. This purgatory will end. Let's do a super chat. Vaseline, $2. I have a bit of hope with the Mr. Terrific series. On a scale of 1 to 10, my hope would be 7. Darius?
If you'd have asked me when Superman came out, I would have said my hope is high for it. The current, and this could change weeks from now, the current state of the DCU, I don't have any hope for this show.
What's your hope, Blue?
I'm at a 6. I'm with Darius. If this should have been Mr. Terrific should have took Supergirl's spot. I was always low on Supergirl.
Where's your hope at, Marcus?
Hope for Mr. Terrific series out of
Yeah.
out of 10.
Yeah.
My hope is that like an 8. I hope it does good.
Appreciate you, Vaseline. I'm Two Fly Cams. $5 super chat says Mr. Terrific could be really awesome. There you go. See that hope? Especially if it's on HBO. HBO don't miss. Sign me up. That being said, Paramount might cancel all this after Man of Tomorrow. Yeah, I could see that happening. I could see Man of Tomorrow coming out. If it does poorly, we don't know. I know Darius has his inclinations. I think that Mr. Terrific will probably be like deep in development. They probably have a day schedule for when they'll start filming by the time we get to the summer next year. What, it might be too late to cancel? Maybe.
I think
Hope
they
not.
stuck with DC. I think DC is in no man's land right now. Like if you cut it, you can't just cut it and then come back with you just gotta let it die. It's like you gotta let it die on the vine. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta do that, and then you gotta raise the ground, burn it up, and then hopefully something can grow from that. But right now,
you said
you know
Mr.
who's
Terrific on
sweating bullets
HBO,
right
not
now?
HBO Max. HBO Max and HBO is basically the same thing, right? There's no difference.
yeah, they're the same thing. Yeah,
So,
I don't even think it's an HBO no more. Really,
You know who's sweating bullets right now? David Ellison. Imagine you just overpaid upwards of like $35 a share for Warner Brothers, $110 million to outbid Netflix.
Mhm.
In cash cow of the studio, the supposed cash cow, the most green thing in the entire umbrella is falling like face first, hard. Boom, broke your nose. Fucked all this shit up here. You got granulars all up in your forehead. That's how bad it's face planted right now. How do you suppose you gonna make that money back? Where you gonna go? Your most popular stuff is on a streaming service that makes you no money. Where you gonna go?
I'm sure he can just call a Rothschild. Super chat.
I take what's mine and take some more. It rains, it pours, it rains, it pours. Yeah.
Battery with the $2. One gun misfire and the sky is falling. Let's see Man of Tomorrow. It was a big misfire though. Like this was a huge
pretty big
misfire.
misfire.
I just want to say that's bullshit. And the reason that's bullshit, the reason that's bullshit, Battery, is because you were saying like Supergirl, you and some of the other ones that are just really, and I'm not saying I'm not rooting for Gunn or DC because I am, but I'm also not blind. You guys were saying Supergirl was gonna just wait for Supergirl. We just got to see. Well, you saw Supergirl.
We was like Supergirl versus Mandu Grogu. Who gonna make more money?
You've seen Supergirl, and now
Who
it's
made more
wait for
money?
Man of Tomorrow.
Did Grogu didn't make my money?
Who you
I
think?
don't know.
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
Mando Grogu made more money. She just crossed 100 million this past weekend.
Yeah, Mandu
Yeah, I saw
Grogu
that.
hit 100, 150, 160 his first weekend.
And then only did like 1 million for the next.
It's at 340 right now.
Is that 340?
Yeah, it's dubbing Supergirl. Not even.
I know it's dubs. I was just making jokes because I'm like, Mandu Grogu. Both of those movies should not have seen the light of day to me.
Nope.
But I don't think I don't think it's panic time. It's pivot time. It's not panic. It's not the sky is falling.
Definitely not. It's definitely not panic.
It's pivot time.
It is simply using your again. If I go up to a restaurant, I'm not saying, hey, waiter, what's the best thing? I'm not saying, hey, waiter, what's the worst thing you've got on the menu? I'm asking, what's the best thing you've got on your menu? And bring that to me. And if I'm going, if I've got DC, exactly. If I've got DC and I'm looking at all these toys, I'm not reaching for Plastic Man.
What?
You've got
lie, Darius.
everyone.
You lie.
I've got everyone to play with, and so it's not a panic. It is simply a pivot to what will work. That's it. That's it.
I told you.
I'm not saying fire James. I'm not saying I'm just saying pivot, nigga. Pivot.
I'm telling him to quit being such a nerd. This is one point in time where I will tell him to quit being such a nerd, because I think that's what's hurting him. He thinks everybody is on the nerd shit that he's on, and
that's
the general audience are not nerds, bro. They not.
It's his success with Guardians and how much praise he got from. I'm telling you, that has a big thing to do with it. Nobody was sniffing a Guardians of the Galaxy comic or even a name like that until even when they announced the movie, people were like, Guardians of the Galaxy. What?
That's what made him so confident, is that he got
that
that's
shit
what
off. Did. Because I'll say it. I think Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the strongest trilogies apart in the MCU, and that's a test to James. But you can't take that formula and say, okay, well, I'm going to do that with every obscure character, and everybody's going to eat that up like we ate up Guardians. I mean,
it's also part of a skyscraper. It's part of a ready-made,
right? That too.
It's built on the backs of other things.
The video I shared of that white dude talking about why DC was failing and all that kind of stuff, he said, I didn't go see Captain Marvel in 2019 because I wanted to see Captain Marvel. I went and saw Captain Marvel because it was a part of a bigger thing that I was already deep into. And that's the same thing. Nobody, oh God, I don't know. It's really not hard to explain, man. It is just simply start with the big shit, start with the things that people want to see. And if you want to do Supergirl, sure, make it a part of the bigger thing to where we are so invested, we have to go see Supergirl because it's a part of the wider story. But movie 2, we saw her drunk calling Clark a bitch. I don't feel like I have to go see Supergirl.
That's true.
So it's just fair. Like, come on, bro.
If you're gonna do something like that, put on. I don't care about putting things on streaming. Put on streaming. People don't watch that shit anyway. Put on streaming.
Just like they did with Peacemaker.
But I'm rich.
Simply put, everything with gun hinges on Man of Tomorrow's performance. Do you all like the rumored Batman DCU pick? Is that Brandon Sklenar? Who?
Tom Brittany.
Oh, Tom Brittany. I will be tuned in for Mr. Terrific. You better be tuned in for Mr. Terrific. I don't know who Tom Brittany is. I'll search him right now. Do you guys like Tom Brittany?
He looks the part, but I mean, at this point, James Gunn could pick whoever. As long as you say, I got Batman coming, be good to go. Like,
they asked about it. He said no comment, Tom Brittany.
Oh, that's definitely like something, right? He's 35 years old, so I wouldn't start with a 35-year-old Batman, but whatever. He's supposed to have a kid with Damian. Damian Wayne's supposed to exist.
Yeah, he got to be a father.
All right, 35 years.
How old? Corn Sweat is 38, right?
No, I thought he was younger. 30, I thought he was like 32.
Yeah, he's like
is 32?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but that ain't far from 35. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, they still similar in age. But
yeah. And I agree with Arthur. I think it does depend on it all hinges on Man of Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's got to work now. No matter what. I don't Clayface, Lanterns, for everything to go forward, Superman has to work.
Mm-hmm.
Superman's got to work. And I think it's going to work because that's where he's playing ball at. He ain't playing ball with none of that other shit. As much as the story came out about him putting his hand on the scale when it came to Supergirl at the end, he was hands off for the most part. And you can tell.
I don't know, Blue. I agree with you on the whole part of him being involved with everything. I don't know that it works because we've seen this. People are sick and tired of being sick and tired. And we have seen this already with Marvel. People went and saw Deadpool and Wolverine. Why? Because the nostalgia. It was Deadpool. Blah, 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 blah. But they didn't tune in to Ms. Marvel. They didn't go watch Captain New Shit. They didn't go watch
Captain New Shit.
Thunderbolts
No
or any of the
shit.
other stuff. They didn't go watch that stuff. Now, undoubtedly, people are likely showing up to, well, obviously, people are showing up to Spider-Man. People are likely showing up to Doomsday and all that kind of stuff. But I think if for Man of Tomorrow, because Superman, it wasn't like it was. Yeah,
No, it didn't blow it didn't blow the roof off. But I
so
still
if
think
you're
it makes
leaving a bitter taste in people's mouths. Now, again, I'll say this too. If Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman are truly
I think
in
it's
it,
gonna be a cameo fest, and that's what I'm gonna say. I think it's a cameo fest there.
then that changes things dramatically. I think people are like, hey, this ain't a monkey typing super shit. This is Wonder Woman and Martian Manhunter, members of the
You my
league. We need
It's
to
gonna
go
be like
see
a BVS type movie.
I think you guys
Nah.
praised Martian Manhunter a bit too much.
BVS had Wonder Woman in it. It had Mark.
But I think it's gonna be bigger than BVS with the cameo.
Oh, okay.
What were you saying, Chill? You think Martian Manhunter is not a big name draw?
Yeah, like Arthur, absolutely. Wonder Woman and Batman and Flash and Green Lantern, the white one. But then Martian Manhunter,
Right one.
I was about to say the caveat was crazy.
Both
I
of
don't
them.
think you can make
actually
a.
both of them.
You think
I
the
don't
white
think
one
you
is more
could make a
popular?
movie off of Martian Manhunter, but I think him being a cameo in any of these movies, be it a Batman or a Superman movie, anything that makes it feel like the league is starting to
Connectivity.
coalesce.
Yeah, the connectivity, because that's what he needs right now. Right now, he needs some connection. He needs some spades partners out there. Right now, he playing spades by himself. Yeah, the white one. That is wild.
Yeah, there's two Green Lanterns, right? There's the white one, and then there's the rest.
There's a whole bunch of Green Lanterns, but there's only one John Stewart, my man.
Gang.
Only one.
Super.
Money, green, money's all I need. Money, green, money's all I need.
Torian Wayne Reloaded. Obsession was made on a $750K budget. It has grossed $406 million plus. The big budget movies ought to be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah.
Why did Obsession do what it did? Is it just word of mouth? Like, is there more to it? Is there a TikTok craze? Is that what more to it is to make that much
It's a
money?
good movie. Just
Good
original, good movie. Yeah.
That's it. Sometimes that's all you need, man.
And look at Clayface. I think Clayface is going to come back and make a little bit of money. And then James Gunn gets to see, guys, and they'll say, "Fine, all right."
It's gonna go down as the most profitable film of all time, or something like that.
The most like return on investment.
Yeah.
Is Darius talking to us? I think he's
Sorry. Clayface is going to make money. I mean, yeah. It costs what, $40 million to make the movie?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
It's
Or like the
gonna
superhero audience will come.
Are they?
Like how many people showed up for Morbius? The same. You just need the same amount, and you're
That's the point right there. How many people showed up for Morbius? How many people showed up for Madam Web? People fooled. It is Blue. People fooled Sony into believing Morbius was good. That they put the film back in theaters for it to bomb.
They didn't fool them. Sony just stupid. They just seen that they film was trending and didn't look at anything what was being said.
So if these studios are stupid, are they stupid enough to be ashamed of themselves, like Torian says?
No.
So what are they saying? What are they chopping up?
They weren't ashamed of it.
So when they see Obsession do what it did and make 400 times its money, they go, "Oh yeah, that's just because TikTok."
Why do we think this though? Why do we think that the horror audience is going to show up for Clayface? I need you to
research.
If it's a good movie,
can
research the horror community there? Research.
Can I just say this really quick? And I've said it before. I just want to say it again. Obsession did what it did as a horror film because it's an original thing. You know, it was great. Blah blah blah. They're talking about it being one of the most profitable horror films, original horror films of all time. All this kind of stuff. You got Sinners, what it did. Even though I don't consider Sinners a horror film, you've got Weapons, and even though it didn't make a lot of money, the word of mouth for Weapons was really good. This isn't like walking into Sinners and other than the trailers, and if you read things online, you don't know what it's about. This isn't like walking into Obsession. You don't know what it's about. This is not this is walking into a character that has a long-standing presence with Batman in comics. So just because you throw horror on it, does that still make people want to come? Because this is not an original character. People want to see Clayface typically because he's with Batman. So, and again, I keep asking this, and no one's answered. And I know no one's answered because we don't know logically, but what possibly could he be doing in this movie?
Killing people.
So it's Michael Myers, but we're throwing Clayface on it? I don't understand how that's a draw. How is it a draw? How is that a draw? How is that a draw for superhero content fans?
That's what Darius, I told you, quit thinking of that as a superhero movie. I keep trying to tell you that. Just because they put the DC logo on it, they not marketing as a superhero film.
What about Joker?
They're not going to market it as even if they slide Batman into it, they're not going to market it as a DC film.
Fine. The Joker stands in a lane on his own. Yes, I've said this so many times. Watching the Joker, I wanted Batman to show up. I wanted him to show up. It was still like, this is cool. This is dope. But it'd be really dope if Batman showed up. I love that movie. Joker's great, but Joker stands in the lane on his own. We cannot compare the Joker to Clayface.
I'm not comparing the Joker to Clayface at all. Joker is Joker. I'm not doing that. Joker made $1 billion because off the back of just being Joker. I understand that. And
okay,
but
so
people got duped into going into the Joker because it's the Joker, right? I thought the film wasn't all that good to me, but I know I'm in the minority in that.
It was okay. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I didn't like that second one, but I liked it a lot. Now, I don't know if Tina's being facetious or if she knows this from CinemaCon. Now, if this is true, what are we doing? Why is Clayface going after? You know what?
Is he a hero?
The movie's not for me.
A hero?
The movie's not for me. So I'm gonna go back and forth on Clayface all the way till October. So I just hey, I tell you what, I said this just last thing I'm gonna say. They're gonna
the reason why I have my reservations
signal's
is kind
gonna
of
come up in the sky at the end. They're gonna be like, hey, he's here.
I got reservations. I got reservations because of what Blue said. Like the horror crowd is going to be out looking for it, and they are releasing it at a time where horror is going to be king. But my thing though is that the only crowd that is as snooty or as particular about details, the only crowd that's more like that than comic book fans or Harry Potter fans is probably horror fans.
Mm-hmm.
Right, very particular in what they would like to see. Very aware of tropes. Very aware of
but
tropes
they go
and stuff
see
like
it.
that in film.
But they go see it. They will go see a movie that sucks.
But they're not going to inflate a bad movie. Is my point. If it's not a good movie, they'll leave it at the doorstep.
You imagine how many throughout the years horror fans going, what if they made one of these superheroes a horror movie? Would that be cool? And they're getting it.
I don't know, Marcus. I don't know if they leave them at the doorstep.
They're not really getting that though. If Batman were in it and there were some horror elements with Clayface and Batman, then they'd be getting that. But you're getting
I think for you, Darius, if Batman was in it with horror elements.
I'm telling you. I'm standing on this
side. General audience. You talking about general audience? The only way a general audience watcher would know who Clayface is because of Batman. So if I'm just coming in off the street, and I'm like, oh, this Clayface, I may just be expecting to see a Batman in this movie.
Absolutely right. Now, the general audience who don't know Clayface, who Clayface is, and they see it as marketed as a horror movie, they showing up. And then when somebody say, oh, well, that's Clayface from the comics. Okay, I like the movie or I didn't like the movie. They gonna show up because it's horror. Trying to tell you, people show up for horror all the time. I went and seen some dumbass horror movies that I shouldn't have been in there watching. You muted there.
I'll Eat Crow. This is July, August, September, October. So we got basically 2 months. 2.5 months. I'll Eat Crow if I'm wrong. I strongly feel though, Blue. Horror audience be damned. I do not feel
Jimmy gonna cook it up.
I do not feel as if people are going to this is gonna be what regardless of who's right. I don't feel like this. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so.
I just
And
don't think I
it's
like it.
It's the point. Well, you don't like horror, so are you watching it?
I'll eventually watch all of them, but I don't care.
But that
Yeah,
watch
that's
won't
the thing,
count.
I don't care.
It won't count.
That watch.
And
won't
see,
count.
and the to pin the point, it's what Marcus said. General, I mean, most people know Clayface because of Batman. I mean, I don't even. Yeah, most people know Clayface because of Batman. So
At least it's in continuity. That's cool. Unlike Joker.
You know what? I'm gonna start venturing over to these horror Reddits and see what they speaking about. Clay.
Okay.
Let me
I'm
go do
hop
some
in the
recon over
horror
that. Bears.
Reddit.
I'll be back in a month. On some Clayface recon.
hey, if it's gonna take you a month to do recon on this horror film that all these horror fans are supposed to be looking forward to, keep it.
Now I'm just saying, give me a month of recon. I gotta go find them first. I don't know what the horror
Oh,
Reddit
whoa,
said, so I
oh,
gotta go.
okay.
I gotta go and see where they at first. Give me some time to find them first.
Okay, now here's the thing. Here, can I? I'm sorry, Chill. I know what you clicked on. I saw you had this up, but I didn't get to answer it. I have answered this too. Oh, sorry. The difference here is the Batman movie. If you would have gotten the Penguin, and I've said this before, I don't care who you are. If you type this in the chat, you are lying. There's no audience that was asking for a Cobblepot series. No one, until we saw Colin Farrell's portrayal of him in the Batman movie. You see that, then you hear from Matt Reeves that it connects to that same movie. That causes the interest to want to see. But you telling me if Matt Reeves said, hey, before the Batman, we're doing Cobblepots, people would have been like, what? And no Batman, by the way, just Cobblepots. Get out of here. Get out. You cannot tell me anybody would watch that. You cannot tell me anybody's watching a Cobblepot series without the Batman.
Hey, I gotta head out. Lawrence, I'm gonna ask Mika about Clayface probably tomorrow, but I gotta head out.
All right, Blue, it's real.
All right,
Appreciate
yeah.
you. It's been real.
Let's do a super chat.
2 cups, toast up with the gang. From full steps to a whole nother domain.
Coming out of Torian Rain Reloaded. Off topic, Evil Dead Burn was gruesomely good. The cinematography really carried this movie. You guys ever watch Evil Dead Burn?
I haven't seen Evil Dead Burn. That's the newest one. This one that just came out. I've seen the other Evil Dead, so. That's dope.
Sorry, I didn't see it.
Gruesomely
wish I
good. I've never heard
Wish
those
I
two
could add to that.
words go together.
I
The
wish I could Tori
cinematography
Adams.
carried the movie. Cool. Like another super chat.
Thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. Thank you for joy. Thank you for pain.
I'm Too Fly. Do you guys, including chat, think this Man of Tomorrow is going to be a light Justice League movie? As in, we see Manhunter, Wonder Woman, and a few others. # save DC. Yes, I do think that. It's going to be.
We can
Because even Superman 1 was a light Justice League movie, too. Because they had all these.
The Justice
Hawk
Gang.
Girl, and they had, a Green Lantern. Terrific was there. They had light.
Cam,
Justice League.
let's hope so. Let's hope so. Fingers crossed.
You think so?
I agree with that. I think that. I mean, yeah, I agree with that. They had a hot girl in first Superman. It wasn't Shayra.
Absolutely. House of the Dragon came out this week. I'm skipping House of the Dragon. I'm gonna binge it all. I'm gonna have so much fun binging this season, watching it. It's gonna be good.
Have you watched the first 2 seasons?
Yes, just not the third.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, and I didn't finish Sir Duncan. What's it called? That thing? I didn't finish that either. I don't know.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah, I should have finished it, but I didn't. I never got to it. I will.
Get up, Sir Duncan.
Is Rhaenyra still fighting the
Yes.
the greens
Yes.
and the golds? Is that what's happening?
Well, Chill,
So-
that's not going to go away.
They
That's
so
the show.
she finally took the Red Keep. She finally did the thing, and she slayed Otto Hightower. And well, I guess we won't. If you're pretty behind right now, anyways. Some of the highlights was I thought it was really smart to show her getting blitzed with request. Like right after she does what she does to Otto and starts going about the business of governing, there really is no time in between. Like people immediately start asking her for shit. This is running low. We need money for this. Oh, by the way, they ran off with all the fucking money. They took it somewhere. We don't even know where it's at. Oh, it's a little blonde boy out there in the Riverlands claiming to be the actual heir, Darren, and he got him a little dragon, and they done stole a town out there that declared for you. It's just she's getting bombarded with stuff right as she's getting in there, right? She just has no time to settle in. She don't have money for a coronation, right? In comparison, her brother's coronation happened that same day. As soon as they decided to take that shit from her, he got coronated that same fucking day. So the juxtaposition of how they did it, and they had time to kind of slowly ease into the role. They had money for celebrations and all this other stuff to make it look good. Rhaenyra is a wartime president or queen, and she's broke right now, or at least the city is broke. So it's a lot more helter skelter. Also, seeing some of the politicking happening early on. People jockeying for position, people being told yes for the sake of keeping them happy, people being told no for the sake of keeping face. I thought it was smart of her to do what she did to the lords that were hoarding resources. I'm still shaking my head at what she did to Corlys, what she did to her hand. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up, and I might just become a green because of it. You mean I gave my wife and her dragon? I gave my ancestral home and all of my retirement earnings, apparently. My ship, my fleet, and just about anything else you can take from me. The only thing I asked you to do was name my sons Valerian. Now, why is it that Ramsay Bolton was able, or not Ramsay, excuse me, Roose Bolton was able to name Ramsay Snow Ramsay Bolton, but Corlys got to ask permission from Rhaenyra to name his son a Valerian? It's your name. It's not her name. Am I missing something?
No.
I'm tripping. Why did he need her permission to give his name out?
Well, I think trying to think during that time, who was Ramsay answering to? Who was it? Because it wasn't Joffrey. Was Joffrey
It was
alive?
Roose. No, Joffrey was already dead. Tommen was sitting the throne at that point.
Okay, well, nobody was answering the Tommen's ass. So he probably, I don't know.
Go ask Tywin Lannister.
No, he didn't. That's a good question. Not sure why. Not sure why. But I agree with Rhaenyra's.
It's 100 years later. It's like a little over 100 years, not hundreds of thousands of years. They still carrying swords and riding horses and riding dragons. It ain't hundreds of thousands. It's 100 years.
I think I agree with you on Rhaenyra's rule as far as what she did to those lords and stuff, hoarding they shit. However, I thought she gave a master class on what not to do as ruler once you've captured the 7 kingdoms. First of all, really the whole thing with like you said with Corlys, that was her explanation was wrong. His outburst was justified. Calling them bastards and all that kind of stuff. Because like you said, I gave my wife. I knew your child was a bastard.
So much.
Yeah, and I still named him heir at the sacrifice of my brother's head. But at the same time, I'm not saying she shouldn't have. I'm not saying she shouldn't have. She still should have. However, Corliss is wrong too. The only reason he wanted to name Adam and Alan Valarian is because I'm looking around and my line is gone. Although you motherfuckers I've known about for 30 years, and I could have named you Valarian a long time ago. But I was too ashamed of you and what that could do to my name and all that. But now that my name is at risk of, I want to pull. Now I want to dust you off the shelf and play. No.
It's both. It's both, and he's already owned up to it. It ain't like he's trying to get that off without acknowledging the fact that he. He ain't trying to hide the fact anymore that, hey, look, it was what it was. I had a new wife. I wasn't trying to burden her with my past. I shouldn't have did that shit. I was wrong. Like he said that to Adam. He said it to he hasn't said. Yeah. He said it to Adam. He said it to what's the other one's name? His first mate. What's his name? Damn. What is his bald head son's name? He said it to both of them. He's apologized. Alan. Yeah. He's acknowledged it at very least that he was wrong for that. But with Rhaenyra, he's a soldier, so it's hard to say that she owes him, but she owes him. Like, I didn't even want to be your hand. I didn't want to have nothing to do with you. I didn't want to support your claim. I wasn't on this shit with you at all. And then I got down and I lost my wife and I lost Driftmark and I lost my fleet. At very least, and you haven't even promised to make me whole on any of that. I ain't hear nothing about rebuilding my ships, reconstituting my army, or any repairs to my homeland. So, like, the only thing I'm asking you is to give my child a name. That's it. I don't even know why I'm asking. Like, I see Tina, she's like, oh, well, you want to do that out of respect. I guess, but like, at what point does a lord have lordship over his own house? No, he wasn't. It was before. They've all established it happened before. I think she even talked about how it happened before. You better quit putting that on the sea snake. You don't put them allegations on the sea snake. Black men don't cheat. But yeah, no, I thought those were my two main things that I was looking at. Like, why she do the sea snake like that?
Sea snake's a race swap.
That's not what we're talking about right now.
That's why you cheated.
You also missed it was a scene in this was it this episode or the episode before last where you had 4 black characters, they were all in the same family sitting next to each other. You had Sea Snake, the matriarch or the patriarch. Which one is the man? It's the patriarch. The patriarch of the family. You had him. Then you had Adam and Alan, and then you had his granddaughter over there on the side. You had 4 black people on the screen at the same time in the Game of Thrones project. That's history making right there, boy. That is history.
And they're lords.
4 race swaps.
They're knights. Corliss is a lord.
Yeah, Corliss is a lord. Good episode. The weakest of the 3 so far, but good episode. Good episode for sure.
Shout out to the blacks.
I loved her conversations with Allison. I don't know why Allison keeps thinking like she just didn't do shit. That's just blowing my mind. These conversations she's having with Rhaenyra. She's like, "You expect me to thank you?" Yeah, bitch, I do.
Yes. You better be lucky you're not dead right now. What you mean?
Like,
do you expect me to thank you and tell you you're filled with kindness? Yes. Get down on your knees and say thank you, Rhaenyra. Thank you so much.
But hey,
for not ending my shit.
I think she has no part in this.
Started all of this shit. Started every last bit of it. My husband told me he wanted it to be Aegon. Not your Aegon. Wrong Aegon.
Yeah.
Are you gonna give asylum to Rhaenyra? Nah. Oh, to Rhaena. Would I give asylum to Rhaena? Well, okay. So if I'm Lady Aaron and I'm looking at it, somebody riding Sheep Stealer just killed Jacaerys, or at least that's how it's being played off. So, like, do I even think that Rhaenyra or, God forbid, Daemon run up on your ass? Are they gonna give you the time of day to explain? In my mind, if I'm Lady Aaron, no, they're not. They're gonna burn you off that thing's back before they even know who you are. And so, do I want to get caught up supporting your ass when they burn you off that fucking dragon? They're probably not. Now, what I will let you do, since you have a dragon, is you can just dance around the veil, but you can't bring your ass back in here. No. You can't come in here. You can't come here. Because I don't know. I don't know if she want to kill you or if she will accept you back in. So stay out there on your own until we figure it out, until we know for sure.
Yep. You know, like that reporter, when they was bothering that, them reporters was bothering that judge or whatever, he took his 2 fingers, and that's exactly what I would have done to her. As soon as she came back to my gates, I'd have said, get your ass.
She said your ass was supposed to be on the way to Pinto, so you on the back of a dragon? You're supposed to be on a ship.
I'm like, and you're responsible for the air. I was like, if you don't get the fuck off my property, get off my property before I call Rhaenyra. If I call police.
Now, I still don't think Rhaenyra would have killed her. I don't think Rhaenyra would have killed her. And probably if she just would have took her ass back to Dragonstone in the first place, maybe dumbass Jacaerys actually survives. You know, maybe his high strung ass makes it back to Dragonstone alive. Maybe.
His reign as king might have been real short, because Jacaerys is quick to action, slow to think. Well, he's not here anymore, so he's not, and that's the result of that.
He's not quick to anything anymore.
It's a result of that. But yeah, no, it was good. It was good. I agree with Tina. Book wise, Alicent is supposed to be in a damn dungeon. She ain't supposed to be living it okay and lavish.
Well, even the way that they did Otto, right? Otto's supposed to go out in a blaze of glory, and you know that didn't happen. He just got his head got a little trimming in the throne room, you know.
Yeah. Now she calling for Joffrey. You better had left Joffrey where the fuck he was.
I need to bring Joffrey back. You mean your third bastard son? So you mean you get to call your third bastard the heir, while my boy Corlys' son got to be Adam of Hull. Like when he looked at her and said, "Speak aloud why your children can have what my children cannot." I was like, "Ooh, he know he black. This is Game of Thrones, but he still know he black." Say it, Rhaenyra. Say it. Say why he can't have what you have. Because what else could it be? What else could it be? The Valerians, other than the Targaryens, the Valerians are the oldest house in Westeros. So what exactly is it? Why can't my bastards become legitimized and you can just go around lying about yours? Huh? Say aloud.
Yep.
Say it aloud.
They ain't even got
you are black.
they ain't even got to.
She pissed me off when he was like, "You've probably noticed that that these are my sons," and she was like, "I hadn't noticed." I'm like, "You're a lying motherfucker. You about to lie in this motherfucker I never met in my life, because it ain't but 3 brothers in all of Dragonstone, and he be around 2 of them all the time." You ain't around that many black people.
That one part was funny with Alf too. She said, who will you be coming as? Targaryen. She said, "Oh, absolutely not." Oh man,
Wolf Targaryen is crazy.
Hey, they should have gave him another name and had him. Maybe if they would have legitimized him, he might have stayed.
How many episodes in this season?
Probably only 8.
Almost halfway.
Yeah, probably only 8.
It sucks having these 8-episode seasons. I like shows that are longer. That's why I like wrestling because it's never an off season.
Yeah, I wish that they would go back to longer, but hey, it's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Let's do
What,
super
we getting
chat.
like 10 episode seasons in the original series.
Yeah.
Yeah,
about
but if
we
this
look at-
was like back in the day, we'd be getting 23 episodes in a season.
I don't think I need 23 either, but 10 or more, I'd like more than 10. If I really
I'm-
like the show.
If we don't have to do like big number, I go back to 13 is where I'd go.
Okay.
Give me 13 episodes in a season.
Because how long was Nemesis? 10 episodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good. Lots of stuff. So yeah, if I had 3 more, I'd love that too. And we are getting 3 more next year. Supercell, that was 6 episodes. Will it be 6 episodes next time?
I'm hoping it's longer. I'm hoping that series is longer.
Yeah.
This long of a wait for 6 more episodes is going to feel like a disappointment.
Yeah, kind of. Let's do the super chat.
Lamp popping on ring, ring, ring. Count money while it ring, ring, ring. Trap jumping on ring, ring, ring.
The J the Informant. Check out the Ice Cream Man trailer horror. Ice Cream Man, like the comic book, I'm assuming.
That movie is it's being co-produced by Eli Roth and Nas together.
Which Nas?
Nasir, New
What?
York.
When you
Yeah.
host your best
He has a production company that he co-founded with Eli Roth. That's who's making that movie.
Like Big Nogs X is doing this?
No, not Nas X. Nasir.
X.
Name the boy Nasir. All the boys call him Nas. You know what though? I don't know who the studio is, so I'm not gonna play the
That's
whole
not
thing.
that boy's name, is it? Nas X.
Who are you talking
The
about?
guy who did Old Town Road. He called himself
Yeah.
Lil Nas X. So I'm
Lil
calling
Nas. I was
him-
about to
Man's name
say-
is Monterio.
Yeah, that's what it is. He was in the streets naked. I think he's in a psychiatric hospital, or he might be at home. I really don't know. But
Oh, he got. Sorry.
I thought there was a part missing. That's why I was like Nas X, but there was a Lil Nas. I was like, there's a part missing. I haven't seen this.
It looks spooky. Ooh,
Oh,
it's a horror movie, bro.
I
Ice
saw
Cream
the
Man.
trailer for it's like Barney, but they used Buddy. His name is Buddy, and it's like, did you see? Hold on, type that
coming
in on
August 7th.
type that in, Joe.
Type what in? Barney?
Say go back. No, Buddy trailer, Buddy horror trailer. Johnny said, "Did you see the trailer for Legend of Aang?" Hey, Johnny, I'll do you one better. I saw Legend of Aang.
I did see the trailer. I thought the movie it looks all right. I'm confused on where this other random ass airbender coming from, but it looks decent enough to watch.
He came from Evolution. He's an
Mm.
animal.
Gotcha.
From the producers of Friendship and West.
It's Mr. Gigante. I'm a gigante now.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like
Yeah, I have no idea what the hell that's about to be. I feel like that should be in the same category as Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Definitely didn't watch it.
Probably
Yeah.
of the same ilk.
Yeah. Did you watch Winnie
What do
the
you
Pooh, Blood and Honey?
expect? I did not. I did not.
I didn't either. 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 I didn't
What are you expecting to get out of the rest of the season? If the God's Eye is going to be in season 4, what do you think the rest of the season is going to consist of?
The God's Eye, is that what is that?
It's a battle. Or it's a fight.
Should see we should see the what are they called? I forget Alpha and them. What are they called? The
Dragon Riders?
The Dragon Seed Riders. We should see them betray them. We should probably see Tumbleton, maybe the first battle of Tumbleton, where that happens, the betrayal. I want to say that's probably that. She's sending for Joffrey. Joffrey's about to be back. I don't want to say the Dragon Pit stuff. I want to say that would even be season 4. But maybe season 3. Maybe that's in season 3. I don't know. But maybe those two things.
I think we're in for even more of Ryan Condal's adjustments or his personal touches on this season. I don't think we've seen the end of him just yet. The guy who sent over the fake Darren Hightower, Orman. He's very interesting to me. He's obviously pulling the triggers for the person that he wants to ascend the Iron Throne, whoever's backing him. I think what he's going to be doing with Tumbleton, and maybe they don't go the same exact route. I had the idea that he doesn't need Rhaegar. He already has a dragon there. He uses that dragon to burn the people of Tumbleton and blame it on Rhaenyra and say that she came and did it anyways. He waits on her. That's the setup. He's trying to get her to draw her in to do exactly that. She doesn't do it. So he burns the people of Tumbleton and blames Rhaenyra. Because if somebody's winning the hearts and minds of the people right now in the show, it's Rhaenyra because of what she just did to all the wealthy people of King's Landing. So the way to turn that tie back is to show her killing innocents, or at least frame her as to be killing innocents. It's one way.
Yes. Well, the stuff with Tumbleton, I don't know. It depends on, how much really they've changed from the books. I mean, I really don't know. Could go that way.
Yeah, I think that's only going to continue to show its head, how different it is from the actual book narratives. It's shown up a lot here early in the first 3 episodes, so I don't expect that to really change. I think we're dealing with not a totally original story, but I don't know if we can use the books as a map to this necessarily.
No, we cannot. Even the whole decoy thing. That's not, with Daron.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't mind that. I didn't mind that. It was fun.
It was a smooth little twist to see Rhaenyra looking at both of them. Allison had that fucking look on her face like, who this nigga? Who this? Who that? And she like, oh, you don't know this boy.
Yeah, then she was like, what is Ormond up to? I'm like, bitch, you've had me locked. I don't know. I mean, I've barely even met my first cousin. I don't know.
Like, how do I know? Yeah, how the hell am I supposed to know? They threatening to kill my mom. That's why I'm here. They said they was gonna kill my mom.
Yeah, I'm like, I have no idea. No idea. So yeah, that and then Daron and Tessarion, his dragon, we will get to see them fight in Tumbleton, which will be fun to see Tessarion for a brief moment. But I'm not looking forward to the stuff that's coming. I'm not. I mean, it's going to be fun, cool to see, but I'm not looking forward to it. It's a lot of
very gruesome.
Yeah, a lot of death on the way. A lot of death on the way.
How many seasons is it supposed to go?
One more.
4.
Oh, yeah, a lot of death.
Yeah, a lot of death on the way. And it's not even really like some of the people, yes, but more for me, like I'm not ready to see these dragons go down. I'm like, damn. Because one of my biggest scenes I hate in Game of Thrones is when Rhaegal gets killed. They were just soaring in the air. If it's your first time watching, yeah, bro, my first time watching Game of Thrones, my jaw dropped. I said, "What?"
Hey, it was just chilling, flying over the water. Boom! What you thought?
And
You
then-
thought shit was sweet.
2 hits, and I was like,
Like, oh, you thought shit was sweet, huh? Big Papa, bang, got him.
Yeah,
It's like,
in the
damn.
wide open, not hiding behind anything. Just that ship that the dragon didn't see.
Like, and now she's got 1. Had
Well,
3.
what they could do is have one of the dragons survive because it's not the books, and then go west of Westeros, and then one day Arya can find that dragon, or the kids of that dragon.
Ew. I'm so sick of us giving shit to the Starks that don't deserve it. We've given the king's seat to Bran the Wise, or whatever the fuck he is called now. we talk about giving the only person that I wouldn't even say, yeah, actually, you know what? Give Sansa Winterfell since her brothers ain't here. And Bran is technically to him not really her brother no more. So give Sansa, because she went through some shit. Give Sansa Winterfell. Arya finding the dragon? No. Arya lived her dream. She went she went and did everything. She got to kill the Night King. No.
He found a wild dragon. And then John just out here bumming it north of the wall.
Yeah.
Just living the rest of his life as a hobo. King of the hobos.
Yeah. I don't know if they ever, if George inevitably goes at some point. I wonder if he leaves the, licensing for people to be able to expand on what he hasn't, because then maybe you could find, what was Drogon up? Because we're through him, we're never going to know what's going on with Drogon after, because there is for him there. I don't believe there is a Winds of Winter. So we'll never know. Never know how any of that stuff finishes. So I wonder if he leaves, hey, yeah, you guys can expand on my universe. Or is it like, nah, I'm dead. I'm taking it with me. And I already walked off your set that I didn't approve. He's kind of like the Blood and Bones director. She walked away. All these Arthurs are walking away. You got the Last Airbender people that told Netflix, fuck you. And now look at Netflix. 60% audience drop off from first season to this season.
I watched episode 6, and it was the library episode with the giant owl. It finally hit me. The differences between the animated series and the live action finally got to me, because the way that Jet goes out is not the same. Jet wasn't even involved in that particular part of the story, so I don't even know why. He also changes how he deals with the bandits that he's running around with. Like it really kind of hit a critical mass in that episode. And my favorite episode, the one the anniversary of Uncle Iroh's son's death, those two, it was just like, this isn't how this is supposed to go, bro. It's not how this is supposed to go. I'm still watching it though. I'm gonna watch the last episode,
but that it's taking you this long is pretty telling.
Yeah, no, I was really in for it though. I was pulling for the show, and in all honesty, the first season didn't feel so different that it was shocking. I felt like the differences were slight, and the main beats of the early part of the show were still being hit on. I didn't feel that in this series, in the second season. It didn't feel that way. It felt like the creative liberties kind of took over a little bit.
when I watch it, I'm 2 episodes deep. When I watch it, I just go, oh, yeah, it's supposed to be different. That's why that's different. But it was cool to see the fight with the snake monster, the sea snake monster. Yeah, it was like, it's like, wow, this is nice to see, because I remember the M. Night Shyamalan, and I remember like, this is kind of nice to see. Very good quality stuff. And
Still
why
20
not?
times better than that, by the way. Still 20 times better than M. Night Shyamalan. I don't think we'll ever get that bad again.
Yeah, I saw people saying, I don't know, on Twitter, I don't know if people are trying to just be funny, saying that, oh, can we have this conversation comparing those two now? And I was like, hey, listen, it'll never be that.
It's never going to be that bad again.
Ong, what'd they call him?
The fireman.
Come on, Ong.
That couldn't naturally create their element.
And there was supposed to be sequels.
And Ong had them, his arrow was all different. Man, the actor that played Ong, and then you had, that whole thing was botched. Terrible. So yeah, I don't know, maybe you need these creators involved with their shit.
Sometimes. But Children Bloodborne will be fine. You still gonna watch it, or you feel like, Solidarity, can't watch it? How do you feel?
I'm still gonna watch it. There's some brilliant black actors in this movie all coming together. But I don't know.
I'll need a bigger reason not to watch it. I think and even though it's a Paramount movie, I think I'll pay a movie ticket to support this.
Oh, I didn't know it was a Paramount movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be a digital one for me, dog. Gonna be a digital one. If I had to pay a per episode price to watch Game of Thrones, it would matter a lot more to me that George wasn't involved in this season or got boxed out this season.
Okay. Do we have any final words before we bid these guys adieu after 3 hours and 12 minutes?
It's been real, Pantheonists. Thanks for joining us for another Thursday. You can catch me on Sunday, this Sunday, coming up at 4:30. So check us out. Come on through for some dubs and L's.
Recast T'Challa.
For sure. Always.
Refer to Toussaint as his real name, Toussaint. And don't take the marching orders of Alex from Cosmic Circus. You can drop the junior, okay? You can totally drop it, dude. We're just gonna go with T'Challa.
My dad died, so don't call me Junior anymore.
I'm the man. Oh yeah, recast T'Challa from the river to the sea.
I think we just got a super.
Whoa. Which super chat dance video do we play for this late super chat?
Oh, wait. No,
Jack one. You just mad because your ad is old. Oh, motherfucker.
No, we didn't. We didn't get one.
We didn't get a super chat.
I thought we did.
Let's check them all. Well, thank you to the 12 who gave us super chats. We checked out Ice Cream Man. Yeah. Evil Dead Burn. We touched them all.
I'm gonna try. I don't know if I will be. I know I wasn't this week at all live. I'm in the middle of remodeling my home. Well, not my home, my kitchen myself, because I'm very cheap, and what people are asking for a remodel is not my bingo card. So I'm realizing this is not for the week, but I'm already too deep in to be like, nah. So if I'm done with this, then I'll be back live. But yeah, I'm in the middle of that shit.
Who goes live first? Marcus, Chill, or Darius? Find out next week. Next week, does Michael hit the billion? Are we going to be talking about $1 billion Michael Jackson movie?
Are we like 9 million away?
6
million away. Yeah, I think so.
Ooh,
I think Arthur is finally going to have to pay up them $10 super chats to the channels.
6 million away. And yes, it's gonna do what it do.
6 million yen.
Remember he was like, oh, it's only hit 930 million. Where the other 70 million coming from?
He said 7. He said 730. Didn't he?
You know what's funny is even
That
John
was back to
Campia.
900.
John Campia was saying he didn't think it was going to hit the billion anymore, even though he said it originally. Then after it kind of got where it was. I don't remember what number it was at. He was like, I don't know. He's like, even releasing in Japan, I don't know that does it. And I'm just like, hey, you're older than me, brother. You lived through the mic shit. You should know. But hey, I guess
He also thought that Supergirl was going to be a smash, so give him a break.
Did
Hard
he
time.
now?
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, maybe
Big
next week
Supergirl
again,
component.
talking about that bill. Arthur, if you are present, anyone else that doubted, come with your speeches prepared, not for me, but for Michael. You owe him an apology.
You talking to me?
Come to anyone that doubted. I'm not saying names right now because we're not at a billion. I'm just saying to anyone that doubted, come with your speeches to Michael because you owe him an apology.
Chill, you on that side. Lawrence has always been like that. Lawrence from the beginning, every time I said, oh no, look, this is the thing. Oh, chill, Margaret. I'm like, okay,
Stay
chill.
on that
Okay.
side. Stay on that side.
Well, I'm chill. He's Darius. That's Marcus. And this is the alcoholic man that I'm about to cut to right here, who joins live streams and hits the wrong button because of his intoxication. It flips up his judgment, and then he goes and he ends streams. Now he's ending this stream.
Damn, I thought you were gonna end that. I put this whole thing in my mouth, and that was
Hey.
like a big ass nacho. I'm thinking it's cutting.
So Marcus
Oh,
usually says
shit.
to the
You gotta
Josh, and
remind
I
us
thought
that
he'd
you
say
can't
it.
do it.
We're
You
just
gotta
not.
forget.
Hey, I've been watching y'all every single time on Thursday and Friday because I swear to God, y'all switch up every now and then. But rock out. I'm fucking with it. I'm out.
Thank you, Josh.
Appreciate it.